Probably you, Odd, but I'm going to need confirmation on whoever Mr. Boombastic is. Hello, Andy C. How's it going? Hello, Mal.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Well, given your title, I watched that WLC video you put up. It was about 20 minutes.
I thought it was like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now, but I took a few notes and things like that. Like, I don't know if I got all the way through, to be honest. I can't remember.
That'll be helpful because I plan on playing one of his arguments here.
All right. Okay. Okay.
And it's from the same video, so you'll already be aware of what we're going to cover.
Cool. I would. My question is with somebody like yourself. You're obviously not a dull guy. Yes, I know it's all fucking relative. Just to the point, before you even start, right? I just point out that genetics and history and things like that of the human race reckon that being ginger is an advantage. Okay.
In certain circumstances,
Yeah.
in fact, we're very.
I only saw it today.
We're very, very strange in how we're made up genetically. We don't even experience pain in the same way that most people do. We have an entirely strange way of, like, anesthetic.
You looked into this, have you?
Yeah, look into anesthetic in redheads and how it works. It doesn't block pain in the same way that it does for normal people, at least not to the same extent. There's all sorts of strange little anomalies that have to do with redheads.
To be fair, we know you're strange. No, I'm just saying, only today I'm finding out how fucking strange. It's like a genetically, it's an advantage. Natural selection is selecting for it more now than it ever has. I can't remember what reason.
For a little while, they were saying that we were dying out, and then it started reversing. It's really strange. I haven't even dug into it that much.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It is. Mr. Boombastic, can you type in chat for me, please, and let me know if I know you?
That's Audie.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
G'day, fella. I did. It was in private, brother. Don't you look at your private chat?
Most of the time I don't. Now I see it. Sorry.
You're
all good.
I have to switch. So I keep comments up so I can engage with chat, even though there's not much going on right now. So I have to swap tabs to go to private chat. So most of the time I don't even notice it.
Doesn't give you a little red dot saying 1, 2, 3, that kind of shit?
It does, but you got to understand, I'm ADHD through the fucking roof.
Here, man.
Like, I'm already listening to Mal's sexy voice trying to control my boner, and also looking over here at Andy talking about listening to music, and my brain's getting swapped to redheads, and then it's also in the background, my subconscious is going, aren't we supposed to be talking about God? And then all this is happening and I can't focus. It's hard for me.
God's a side issue now.
Well,
so you're sitting there with a stiffy with my voice, and I'm sitting there with a little stiffy because of your fucking ginger.
To be fair, we haven't gotten started yet.
It's like a mutual masturbation society, isn't it?
Yes. And so the way this is going to work is when I drop the screen, usually I keep it up for a little bit anyway, so people know about the rules and shit. Once I drop it, we've begun, and then it's structured. And then I'll be swapping over to the video in question. I have it timestamped. It's about 10 minutes. And I assume I shouldn't do more than that because I'm going to guess you guys are going to want to talk a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think you're going to want to be, whoa, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah. I always talk a lot.
So this is probably going to run a decent amount of time. And that's fine. I want us to cover bases and all that.
I'm interested into why you think his arguments are strong and good arguments, because obviously he does. He says so.
Right.
That's my thing, like, because
right. So I will do my best. So to cover, this is obvious to most of you. You know me, but I'm gonna kind of cover it anyway. I'm an atheist. I'm a staunch atheist. I'm not like an anti-theist, but I'm a soft atheist, as you would call it, an agnostic atheist. What I'm doing here is I'm assuming there's a high likelihood that no one's going to join that is going to be taking the position of the philosophical argument of God. Because of that, it's sort of unfair. We've got a room full of atheists that are going to pick it apart. So I'm going to try to play devil's advocate.
I know. I thought you might. Yeah.
I can't pretend to be a theist. There's no way I could pull that off. But I'm going to, I think the way to put it is I'm pushing back, not on I think that he's right and you guys are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to push back when I think that you are straw manning the position, or if you're changing it in some way in order to make it easier to defeat, or some sort of fallacious thing that I could be wrong, but I'm going to give my perspective on it.
I thought that was how you would do it. I did. Yeah. I said I was on Andy's stream and just now, and I said I think he will probably show clips of the vid and then discuss about the logicity of it, and see the logics and see how that works.
I'm kind of quiet and work in like I'm only going to get involved when I think that I should type thing. Like I'm not here to debunk.
So, all right, okay.
Theories. So I assume you guys are going to have problems, as you should, and you're going to attempt to dismantle his premises. And I'm only going to step in if I think I have something to add that's like, I think you're straw manning here.
Better than that, I'll just tell you the flawed argument.
From your perspective, if you can debunk one of the premises or show that it's not logical, then you've destroyed the entire argument. However, and I'm not saying that this will happen, I oftentimes meet people who think they're dismantling an argument and they're not, because they completely misunderstand what he's actually trying to say. And that might happen here.
And also that the logical argument was, which I thought that's the way the route you would go. I thought you would watch it and discuss the logical argument. So if we get the logical argument wrong, we will get jumped on because you're way better. I'm
not infallible by any stretch of the imagination, and I can be wrong. Let's get that out of the way here. Yeah. But I'm going to try my best to defend it in a logical way, because this is all logic. The entire point I made last week is that you don't need empirical data or like observation of any kind if you can make a logical argument that cannot be refuted, because then it's factually true even without anything else. It's like it has to be true by logic.
Yeah. So logic has has a few problems. But I can't remember what they are. So,
dude, I was going to put you on the spot. I'm like, what? How?
Oh God, I can't remember now. Jeez, it's been ages ago.
I'm interested. I like it doesn't even have to be now. I'm curious to hear.
Yeah, and we do a few things. Most of the time, for what we need it for, it works fucking brilliant. You got Aristotle, Leon. Logic and Boolean logic. Those are the two main differences, and I'm more with the Boolean logic than otherwise. I'm not even that great with that.
Well, I have to be honest. You brought it up last week. I should have taken the time to do the digging, but I haven't. I honestly don't know the difference. I don't know anything about those two.
Oh, okay.
From what you just said a minute ago, though, Trobes, I get the impression it's along the line. It's analogous to if I can't disprove unicorns don't exist, then unicorns must exist.
No, because my position is not to say that this is true. I'm saying that the logical premises hold true and cannot be debunked as false. And if that's true, so don't look at this in terms of a binary. It's either factually true or it's factually wrong, because most things aren't that simple. You can not know the answer to a problem, and you can have two competing theories that are both logically sound, and all it says is like, okay, you may think that this one is more probable, and other people might think this one is more probable. But the point is they're not factually incorrect. It's in the open, I guess. It's
what makes this fun.
Would you go for like Occam's razor or something then?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm not going to do that, because I kind of already have in the past. Like I've explained why, for example, the what was the one I brought up last week that I kept bringing, the argument that has to it goes into like the I can't think right now.
It's okay.
Contingency argument.
Brain farts are allowed.
Take a breath.
I have them all the time. But yeah, the contingency argument. I went into detail about why I thought that it was less probable. And keep in mind that there's a big difference between saying I think it's improbable and saying that it's factually incorrect, because it's not. It's not factually incorrect. I just think
we're not
that
ever talking about factually incorrect or correct, are we? We're talking about levels of probability always.
I hope so, but
certainty.
Yes, and so semantics kind of get involved here, and they have to. Like last week, for example, I brought up that like, yes, you have the onus is on you, or the burden of proof, if you make a positive claim that there is no God. And then as I recall, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong because my memory sucks, you said, no, that's not what you're doing. But then when you reiterated, you basically said it again by saying, if you don't, if you like. Well, let me first paraphrase what I heard you say. And if I'm wrong, then correct. Or maybe you meant something different. I don't know. But let me first get that out. You said, you're not saying that there is no God. You're saying that until evidence is brought to prove your God, it doesn't exist. That's the same
thing.
Doesn't have
to prove, show.
Well,
probability of evidence.
Okay, okay. So I'm glad you corrected that.
I don't agree with that.
Even still, that's not. It's the same thing, because you're saying it doesn't exist until evidence is shown. That's not how things work.
No,
but that's not how. That's
like a unicorn.
That's not how things work. The proper way to word it, that I would agree with, is not that it doesn't exist until evidence is presented. It's that you have not convinced me of its existence until evidence. Do you understand why that's?
Absolutely. No, and I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
It may well exist.
Exactly. So that's why it's important, because if you word things that way, you're still in a way a hard atheist. You're basically saying
this is the teacup around Jupiter argument. If you've heard of that, we can't prove that it doesn't exist. It's just absolutely. And I think we're refer to it as soft atheism.
Yes, and so I'm glad we're on board.
Quite hard.
It's important. Again, I know a lot of people hate semantics, but it's very important to get these words down and to understand the position of your interlocutor. Otherwise, you're talking past one another.
Absolutely. I get this problem with Rash a lot, because he accuses me of saying I don't believe in God and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not that. You have not shown enough reason for me to believe in God.
I'm harder than that.
So
I know, I love it now.
Well,
it's brilliant.
Now I think if we get past like all of the semantics, I think you're identical, honestly, because you are a soft atheist when it comes to theism in general, or deism, as Odd likes to say. However, you're a hard atheist.
Where'd that come from?
What?
Deism, as I say. Where'd that come from? Deist is just a different argument for me. That's when people are saying that basically, well, isn't that the fuck, I'm getting confused now with pantheism. When it's the God you can't tell exists. Like,
Yes,
so the universe is a God, that kind
right.
of shit.
So what I meant is, so right now, all I'm discussing is theism, like in its most very basic form, which last week you basically described as deism. Pantheism, you also brought up. Those were the two main options that you were not eliminating.
They're the only ones that could exist in
exactly.
my head.
So I just shorten it to deism when I'm talking about theism in general, because we could talk about pantheism, but I don't see much of a point in it. Like it's kind of
theism, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just kind of I don't see much point in that one, so I kind of just cut it out completely.
It's like cherry picking.
With pantheism.
Well, this just makes it easier, doesn't it? Because you're talking about all the religions that have characteristics.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So what
can be dismantled.
Yes, and that was my point. I think that we're identical in our overall point, because I call myself a soft atheist. So do you, Odd. However, Mal's the same when it comes to deism in general. It's just when we get to specific organized religions, he is a hard atheist on those specific ones. And we're the same, are we not?
Yeah.
So how are we different? How are you more extreme in any way, Mal?
I'm not in any way, shape, or form.
I mean,
currently you are
Yeah,
I'll
fucking
just finish a quick
wimps.
sentence.
Come out
Currently,
of it.
you're on William Lane Craig's side.
No.
So that's why it's funny to me.
I know. Believe me, I get it. It's hilarious.
I am not of the opinion that there might be, because I don't know, and there is no evidence.
Well, hold on.
No, I'm harder than that. I just no.
Well,
It's
so
just
I don't make the
logically
claim.
not
I don't
possible.
make the. Well, okay, so that is kind of hard atheism. Like,
Yeah, I agree with Trope.
okay,
That's
then
what I would call hard
okay, you're
atheism.
right. Then you are more extreme than us. Interesting.
And I would like to know how you can get to that step now.
Well,
if you can.
okay.
Yes.
So particularly for the Christian God.
Well, no,
and,
no,
and William, and even more particularly with William Lane Craig's God.
So okay, hold on.
Then I'm hard atheist too, because that's
so
what we're
look,
saying here.
exactly. That's why we have to get through these words. It's important.
Yeah,
so
love
what
it.
I said is, when it comes to specific organized religion, we all agree, and we all say that it's logically impossible. However, then I went to the general, and you went back to the specific to say that that's why you're like we have to go back.
No, I'm specifically because of the conversation. I am generally anyway, because it doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Okay,
You need to be able to disprove
unless you go
theism or
back.
pantheism then.
No, but I don't have to disprove any of it. But all I have to do
Or
is go back
explain
and
why
say
you don't
the
believe.
Romans and the Greeks and all those kind of, at least their gods had some like physical human characteristics that you could look at and go, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, but
So hold on. Why is physical human characteristics required for a god to be believable?
it's not. It was to them.
Okay, so I'm just trying to understand why you're bringing that up. Like, what's the?
Yeah, that's the same as
listen.
Christianity destruction, destroying Zeus or Thor. We have characteristics. We can break the characteristics.
Yes,
That's why I said, Mao,
the
you need
human-
to show us reason why you don't believe in a deist or
No,
pantheist god.
I
Because
know.
they are the
no,
only ones
don't.
without characteristics.
No, I don't. That is the whole point of it. From my point of view, is that we present, because they have got human characteristics. It's pretty obvious that the human characteristics have been placed on them by humans, like all
That's
the
what
Romans.
Trobes and I are saying, though.
Yes.
That's why we are soft atheism.
Well, that's not.
Basically, he's in the same category, isn't he?
Yes,
Trobes?
but not for that reason. So, like
Okay.
you have to separate.
Sorry,
Yes,
man.
I agree that there's a possibility that it shows that it's like human centric, that of course the God has human qualities and all that, but that is not evidence that it's incorrect. Even let's for a second, I know you don't
Okay,
believe
so
in it.
show me where the Roman gods are now. The Roman god of going to the toilet or whatever. Where is that god now?
That would be a false analogy, because you're saying, oh, these other gods that are absolutely completely
disappeared.
separate That's the important thing. It's completely separate. There's no relation. You can't use it. Nobody believes these God. For one, it's possible for a God to exist and no one believe in it or him or her
nobody
or
can
whatever.
believe in it, but is it there?
Well, that's the
Show me it's there then.
That's the whole point of this discussion. But my
Right.
point is, if you're
Okay.
a hard
Yeah, but-
atheist, you have the onus just as much as the theist to prove that there is no God, and you can't do
I
that.
disagree. That's
It's a,
that's a negative
positive
claim.
claim then.
No.
Saying
God-
there is no
the
God
God-
is a positive claim.
No, the God is a positive. I claim that there is a God is a positive claim.
Yes.
And there is no God is a negative claim.
No,
you
That's
can't-
also a
You
positive
can't prove a
claim.
negative.
Odd
can't-
is right.
Generally-
It's still a positive claim. If you're
I
making a
disagree.
claim that something is true, disbelief is neutral. Disbelief
This
is
does
the
not
reason-
require anything. Go
This
ahead.
is why we say there is not enough evidence to
But
prove your God, not there is no God.
No.
Exactly.
No.
It-
No, I would go further and say there is no evidence.
This is a
No,
proof
now
of
tell me
burden
I'm
of
wrong.
proof conversation now. We are trying. This is
So-
a burden of proof thing, and the
Yes.
two claims are positive, and the way to make a
Oh, this is going
not
to
a
get fun.
positive claim is to say that it's if you basically if they provided enough proof or reason, then I'd believe, right? I
Yes.
haven't made a claim there is no God. I've made a claim that until you give me enough reason to believe in a God, I will believe there is no God.
Yes, and that position, you have no burden of proof. You can sit back
Exactly.
and fucking cross your arms and provide nothing in
Yeah.
response, and you're fine. But the
And that's
moment
what
you
the
make the
theist has
claim,
If I
to argue.
if I sit here and say there is no God, I have to prove that.
yes,
That's
Yes.
ridiculous.
according to science, that's how it works.
I can't prove no God.
Exactly,
This
which is
a
why
burden-
it's
yeah, exactly.
that's why
Yeah,
it's
but-
irrational for you to make that claim in the first
I
place.
can't prove there's no unicorns.
But that's
No,
the
exactly, brother. It's just yeah. Sorry, Trobes, I'm loving this.
same. You're
Right.
fine.
That's fucked it. I'm going to bed.
No, YouTube burden of proof sometime during the week, and how it works,
No,
brother. That's what we're dealing with here.
No, I know, Dorset. I don't care now. I'm fed up now. let's talk about sex.
So hold on, we've got to get into this. We haven't even started
of
it
course.
yet.
Yeah,
But,
sorry.
okay, so I want to cover something first. So far, I've seen no sign of it, but because of last week, I want to make sure that this is covered, and I'll try to remember to cover it again in the future if I think people have forgotten. Odd and Dingo. I want to make this clear. I'm being fair. I'm not taking sides. I'm not being like favoritism or some shit. Both of you do not bring up any personal shit involving the other at all. It applies to both. And
Do me a
if you,
favor. Can you not bring your comments onto your screen? Then I won't see them. I'll turn off YouTube.
well, that's the thing. If she's just conversing with what we're talking about, I see no problem with it. And
That's
I'll
fine.
but if she is starting it and bringing up personal shit, then I will warn her. And if she doesn't stop, I will remove her.
I'm
I-
expecting her and JT to come in.
I
because
think
of
that's
the topic
fair.
title.
But what
No matter who it is.
do you
Yeah.
think that's fair that I'm asking that though?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely, brother. I
Okay.
was losing my shit at JT last week, way more than I should have because of
I know.
outside shit with the other half.
I understand, and I don't agree with that sort of personal shit, and I think that it doesn't
No.
belong, and it's nobody's business.
My
So-
mother used to
agreed.
say, don't hang your dirty washing out in public.
Yes. So again, if she pops in and she's just talking about like, oh, that's true, I disagree with that, or talking about whatever we're talking about, that's the whole purpose of being in chat. If that's what she's doing, I have no problem with it. If she starts, even if I think I'll try my best, it's hard to prove like passive aggression. But if it seems like that's what she's trying to do, I will warn. But again, it applies to both. That doesn't mean that you can do that to her. Start off is what I mean, like starting it.
All good, brother.
And I'm just gonna let it go.
Just ignore.
Yeah. So like
That's the best move. No, for
Yeah.
all.
yes, but like I understand that it's hard to do when you have like serious personal shit going
Yes,
on.
yes,
So it's like, so I'm gonna try to do my part if I see it.
Okay.
We're probably.
I'll try
locked in.
not to be I'll try not to be too sexy and distracting conversation.
Wow.
That's not going to happen. You're going to be distracting me the whole damn way.
Now, right.
I think we're
get this video up.
We're 25 minutes in. I think we've given enough time, so we're probably locked in. Doesn't mean people can't join later, but for now, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
All right. This is the same video as I said. It's about 10 minutes. I'm going to do my bet. Try not. I know you're going to have things. That's fucking retarded. And but try not to interrupt. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to leave room like every premise or two, or like he'll finish a sentence. Then I'll pause. I'll wait a second and see if you guys say something.
Yeah,
if you don't say something within about 5 seconds, I'll continue the video and we'll go like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
So let me find it real quick.
Oh, give me 6 seconds. I need longer to think. I'm old.
Okay.
It's not that funny, Odd.
I could do the cowbell of pause. I'm kidding.
All right, you guys ready?
Okay.
Let me know. Hold on, my volume's way down. Let me know if there's any issues with volume or anything. Just to give a slight little introduction, he just went through I think 3 of them. And to be clear, this is not his only argument. This is specifically the teleological argument.
Yeah, he has some.
Yes, he has several, otherwise known as the fine-tuning argument.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the model argument took 2 lines. That was enough.
I can't disprove this one, but this is the sentient puddle from Douglas Adams' argument.
Well, you could still do your best to show that this is less logically consistent than an alternative.
It's a good discussion. We might learn something anyway. I will, because I'm obviously the outlier here.
All right, guys, we're getting started now.
Number 3, the fine-tuning of the universe for intelligent life. During the last 50 years or so, scientists have discovered that the existence of intelligent life depends upon a complex and delicate balance of initial conditions which are simply given in the Big Bang itself.
Formation versus creation.
Explain.
Fine-tuning. The Earth was made for us versus we adapted and formed because the Earth was made. Formation versus creation.
I agree with that.
I'd further say that if his God was that great, why does it have to be?
Well, hold on. You're making a mistake. Obviously, he believes in a specific God. I think he's a Christian, but we're not there yet. We're only in the philosophical underpinning. So debate specifically the words that he's bringing up, please.
P.S. Is it fine-tuned for babies to be born with cancer if it's fine-tuned for humans?
That's a valid argument, but I think it's sort of an emotional appeal, because what it seems like you're trying to get at by asking that question is, even if this is true, you have to admit that your God is evil, which has nothing to do with whether or not said God exists. It's more like
an example. Yeah.
Right.
Can I just point in a little argument that if God isn't the premise, what the fuck is a lecture?
Well, so look at it. Look at it this way. He's building to God. He's looking to take people and explain.
Oh, you want to do that way? Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Well, no. That's not what I want. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
so it's
he's turned up with a preconception.
What?
And he's turned up with a preconception, and chances are half the fucking audience have as well.
But the problem is you're assuming that you don't know that. We just started with the beginnings of him trying to make a case.
So he could turn up with no preconception of God and just given the lecture from some sort of
research. Well, no, what I think he's doing is he's doing the reverse of what you're claiming. You're claiming that he has a presupposition that a God exists, so he's trying to use mental gymnastics to make it seem so. Now, I'm not going to say that that's not true. I'm saying that that's not guaranteed to be true. What he's presenting right now is like any belief you have. Let's not talk about God for a moment. Any belief you have is going to be predicated on like building blocks of why you believe it. That's what he's presenting right now. He's explaining how he logically arrived at that destination, or at least trying to convince people that this is a logical avenue.
So it's presupposition.
No, I just explained the opposite of a presupposition, and you're like, yeah, it's a presupposition. No, it's not. A presupposition.
The lecture surely must presuppose, whether it's him in particular or the lecture, but his lecture notes must presuppose. Otherwise, there's no point in the lecture. There's no point in starting this and building up to a crescendo.
Let me try to explain this again.
Am I not getting this?
I disagree.
Yeah, you're not getting
it. I disagree with you, but I'm trying to explain my point of view.
Good.
So look,
sorry to delay.
It's fine, but we do need to get through things like this. I think it's important. So if what all he's doing right now, like honestly, like you are the one with the presupposition here, because you're assuming that he has a belief beforehand when you have no evidence that that's the case. All he is doing is giving you the logical premises that lead him to the conclusion that there is probably, he doesn't even make a case that it's for sure, that there is probably a God. He doesn't even explain the characteristics.
I think I'm misunderstanding. I think I'm thinking he has turned up with the presupposition. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there to deliver it.
I know, but that's your belief, and that's a presupposition itself. You
I
don't
agree.
know that. You don't know that.
That's fine. I can deal with that now.
Okay, so okay, for the purpose of this, you may be right, absolutely, but for the purpose of this, I want you to try to shut that out and only go by the logic or lack thereof of his words and his
rather than try to shut it out. I think you're probably trying to say, "Shut the fuck up and watch a video." Yeah.
No. Okay. I get what you're. I get what you're trying to say, but I honestly believe you're doing what you're claiming he's doing.
I have no doubt whatsoever. Yeah, I'm fine. Right. I'm fine with that. I'm fine now. You've presented it, and I'm good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Are we ready to continue now?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Scientists once thought that whatever the initial conditions of the universe might have been, eventually life like ours might evolve somewhere in the cosmos. But we now know that intelligent life is in fact balanced on a knife's edge of incomprehensible fineness.
You don't have to talk just because I stopped, but if you really want to say something, it's fine.
No, that's back to the formation, not creation. There's no fucking fine balance there. The planet evolved, and due to the way it evolved, we also formed. And
why do we assume that the universe is created exactly as it is for our formation?
He didn't say that. You're presupposing that.
No,
he never made that case.
No, well,
he's saying the knife's edge of our existence.
And let me try to explain what I think he means. What he's describing is I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this. This isn't my argument, but like, he's trying to say that the conditions for the permission of life, and also he's talking about the universe as a whole too, not just life, but are so like everything has to be exactly precise. And by the way, I think that he's correct on this. I don't believe that it means what he's claiming it means, but it is true that it's
only for life as we know.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Of course, there is a life wouldn't exist.
If the fine tuning was different, then it's possible that life could still form. It would just appear different.
Differently.
It's possible, but we have no evidence to suggest that's the case. That's
exactly because we only have one data point, one universe.
That is true.
So can we then present his evidence that this is true?
Well, he's
otherwise Audie is correct.
Yeah.
Well, he's laying it out now, but I'll let him continue.
Yeah. Good.
The existence of intelligent life anywhere in the cosmos depends upon a conspiracy of initial conditions simply given in the Big Bang itself, which must be fine-tuned to a degree that is literally incomprehensible. And
He's kind of reiterating what he just said, so I don't think
So
there's
can
any.
I ask a question?
Yes.
If it's incomprehensible, how the fuck does he know?
What he means is your average person like can't.
Oh, he's not average. Oh, okay, sorry, he's special.
Well, he is. He is.
Okay.
To be
No,
fair, he's
no,
a
that's-
smart. He's a smart dude.
I know
even,
he's a
even
smart
if you
guy.
think he's wrong, he's smart.
I know he's a smart guy, and I know he talks well, and I've spotted some of his tricks too. So we will get to those.
Well, okay. But so far, this is just my opinion. So
This is
far,
great.
no one has mentioned a quote trick that's
Oh,
like
I have.
fallacious. No one has.
No, it's not. No, I've got a trick here. I've written it down.
Okay. You want me to continue and let you
Yes,
do it
of
later?
course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
calculable.
I told you it would be fun.
This
All right. All right. Let's continue.
Really find out I got no clothes on.
sorts. First, when the laws of nature are expressed as mathematical equations, you find appearing in them certain constants, like the gravitational constant. These constants are not determined by the laws of nature. The laws of nature are consistent with a wide range of values for these constants.
Seemed like there
Aren't
was
determined by the laws of nature. How else were they determined?
To be fair, he has not provided evidence for this claim. He's just simply saying that they are not.
It's a statement.
Yes, and
He does do that a bit.
he hasn't. Well, so far, I think that he's done a pretty good job of at least, like, again, it's not proof, but he's trying to build logical building blocks of why he believes what he believes and trying to convince others. The problem I have here is I don't think he just made an assertion and he didn't back it up in any way on this specific
That
one
is,
that he just said.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult when you're like myself. I'm already biased coming in, and I'm really trying not to be.
I know.
I am trying not to be. It's
I know.
not, because I've just learned things and when I was about 9. So
Yeah.
I'm finding it hard not to be biased.
Well, what I think is happening
difficult.
is I've described it before in a video. You may not have even seen it, but like what I think is happening, and I could be wrong, is you build stereotypes in your head based on your experiences. Everyone does it. It's normal. But what I think has happened is you're taking theist interlocutors or even observation of theists in the past, and you're building a stereotype. You're going, this is what they do. And you're seeing it because we're pattern seekers by nature. You're seeing it now when there isn't necessarily evidence that that is what's happening.
Yeah, I agree.
You're kind of jumping to a
and
conclusion.
I have to. I do try to shut that out.
It's hard.
A few years ago, it wouldn't have been difficult, but now since I've retired, it's more difficult.
Why?
So I'm more relaxed about things. I'm not as pedantic or what do you call it? I don't research as deeply as I used to.
Oh,
that
I get
sort of
it.
thing,
That makes sense.
I don't analyze as much. Put it that way, except for films, which really annoys my missus.
I'm that guy, and nobody can stand it. I'm the guy that like it's a fully fucking fictional make believe ass shit just for entertainment, and I'm like, actually, that's not legit. That's not how it would be like in the real world. And they're like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, my missus. Yeah, it's actually it's just pure entertainment. Yeah, but why are there explosions in space? I just know. And she goes mental.
All right. I'm trying. It's okay. It's normal.
Apologies.
But I'm gonna try to keep this back on track. And so we're moving at a snail's pace now. What I'm gonna do.
Okay,
this will be a little harder. So try to hold your thoughts a little bit because I'm gonna. It is. I know. I've been there. I understand it is. But like, I'm gonna try because we're like a minute in or something. Like, this isn't gonna work. So what I'm going to do is try to give him more time before I pause, and then we will kind of cut in. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Second, in addition to these constants, there are certain arbitrary quantities which are just put in as initial conditions on which the laws of nature operate. For example, the amount of entropy in the early universe. Now, all of these constants and quantities fall into an extraordinarily narrow range of life-permitting values. Were these constants and quantities to be altered by less than a hair's breadth, the balance would be destroyed and life would not exist.
Only life as we know it currently.
True, although yeah, I agree with that, but everything that he just said since the last point that I paused, I think is factually correct. There's no error in his, like, at all. What he just said isn't an opinion.
It's a data point of one. We have nothing to compare.
No. He said life as we know it. So he's including exactly what you just said. What he's saying is, based on all observable data we have, if even a small hair's breadth of a difference on all of these like insane variables, and there's many of them, like life as we know it could not exist. And that's the crux of his entire point, is not that
it is to do with God.
Well, he leads to that. That's how this kind of builds. And that, I think that this is how you're supposed to convince people of God. You start with the arguments, the philosophical underpinnings, as I call it, and that's what he's doing. So he's
just because there's fine tuning doesn't mean creation, though. So therefore, there is no link to God.
Well, he's not making the claim that it proves creation, but he is trying to demonstrate that's the most logical answer to the question.
And I'm trying to show that formation is just as valid.
Formation,
which negates. Yeah, rather than creation.
But no, that wouldn't change anything, because even if everything is formation rather than creation, he's still correct that everything is balanced on a
creator. Sorry.
Now that's true, but he hasn't even got there yet. Like you're jumping the gun a little bit.
Like I did earlier.
Yeah, I understand it. I do it all the time, but we have to try to let him get to that point, and then at this point, have you heard anything that you think is factually incorrect?
I think that he can't say what he's saying,
but
it's not
yet.
Incorrect.
He's not.
He's saying it's fine tuned.
Well,
I don't believe it's fine tuned. I believe it just formed this way.
Yes,
yeah, but he believes that.
That's fair, but this is going to be semantics again. So you can use the term. True, but you can use the term fine tuned and not mean creator. You can use it to describe what is like that has formed or something. Like I don't think, I could be wrong. I don't think he's even doing that yet. I don't think. Like I could be wrong.
Fine tuned to me.
No, he's not. Our problem.
Creator.
Okay.
Our problem is we're already preconditioned to know what's coming.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no, it's a hassle, isn't it? Now we're both jumping the gun.
So what we have to do is we have to not think that, and we just have to take what he's saying for what it is.
Yes,
at that point.
And that's hard, but this is a good skill to use even in anything, because
it is a good skill.
You can't debate. This applies to any debate, not just theism. You can't have presuppositions about your interlocutor, because then you're going to unintentionally strawman their position because you think you know where they're going.
And if they're good, they'll jump on you.
Yes.
From a great height, and you
might lose, like not lose logically, but you might lose, like we described last week, the debate by like emotion, by image, because they point out that you're jumping the gun and presupposing their position.
You lose the debate because you lose the audience.
True, but it is true that if you do that, you are presupposing their position and you're strawmanning them in a way. Yeah. That's true. I wouldn't say you lost the debate, but like,
which is wrong. You just
audiences are finicky, and like that little mistake could cost you everything.
If they turn around and give some like emotional appeal to the audience, but you can't do this, can you? And it's obvious you can't do it, and the audience will jump on that. Because it's the audience, and the bigger the audience, the lower the IQ, and
exactly. I agree. And because they don't understand logic and everything, that's all they have to go on. So what they do is they build a narrative in their head. Yes. You are the type of person that will try to change people's words, even though you're not trying to do that on purpose. And then they will build you into an evil supervillain in their head. And everything they see after that is going to be tinged by that.
Yeah.
So it kind of fucks you.
No, I completely agree there. Yeah.
Right.
You said it better than
Absolutely.
I ever could. Yeah. I like that.
Okay. Going to continue for now, unless there's anything else for
No.
here.
All good.
Apologies again.
It's all good. This is absolutely normal. I'm just trying my best to keep it on track because this is hard.
This is
to do.
awesome.
Oh, you're doing good.
This is really cool, Probes.
You're doing good. I'm just baby Mal over in the corner.
I get it. I've been on the other
Trying to
side.
keep up.
I get it. I've been there.
Now, there are only three possibilities for explaining the presence of this remarkable fine-tuning of the universe.
Sorry, but I'm only chiming in to explain that what he's about to say proves that when he uses fine tuning, he doesn't automatically mean creation, because he's actually giving atheistic arguments as well and saying that they're included and possible. But he's going to go on to try to explain why they're less logical.
So can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Why does he think there's only three?
Yeah, that was my thing
Yeah.
straight away.
Well, okay, hold on. Let's deal with that after he's laid out the three. And if after the three you can think of another, then you're dismantling his premises and you're saying you've only thought of three and there's more than that.
Oh, God,
But if you can't, then like what are you doing right now?
Sorry, mate. Had to whip in the fridge.
It's all good. All right. Sorry, I had to include that because I'm trying to make sure that he's understood.
Mhm.
All right, continuing again.
Oh, that's good.
Fine-tuning of the universe is due to either physical necessity, chance, or design.
Can you think of any other possibilities?
Jeez, it's hard for me to think at all.
I think
Formation.
that
Oh,
is
no, that's
physical.
chance.
Yeah, exactly. He I think he has covered. I could be wrong.
No.
Like maybe you can think of something else.
Oh, it might be fine. Yeah, cool.
Okay, I'm
That
gonna
was two, not three.
what?
That was two, not three. Chance or design.
No, he had another one before that.
No, chance, design, or
Natural necessity, I think.
yes, or necessity, was it?
Here,
Something
let
necessarily
We don't
be
even
true.
know if the universe is necessary.
me go back. I might go back too far. I want to make sure that we're following.
Yeah, just the fact. I think it's necessary.
For explaining the presence of this remarkable fine-tuning of the universe. The fine-tuning of the universe is due to either physical necessity, chance, or design.
Yeah. All right. Are we all good
Really
so far?
different, though. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
The first alternative holds that there's some unknown theory of everything, or TOE, that would explain the way the universe is. It had to be that way. And there was really no chance or little chance of the universe's not being, life permitting. By contrast, the second alternative states
Sorry, I should have stopped there.
That's okay. I had a question anyway.
Okay.
'Cause I'm a knob. I don't understand I'm this is an honest thing. I don't understand why the universe is necessary.
Did he say that the
Neither do
universe
I.
is necessary?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first example of the three.
It's first premise.
I've got to go back again. This time
I'm
it's
sorry,
it's
Carl.
my fault. No, it's okay. It's my
No.
fault. This time I wasn't following very well. I want to make
Apologies.
sure.
It's things I don't understand, I'll ask.
It's okay. Well, that's what you should do. It's all good. So let me go back and see if I can catch what you're talking
life permitting. By contrast, the second alternative states that the
about. Jesus
There you
Christ!
go.
I didn't go back far enough.
It's only a fraction.
Oh, it's there written on the screen. Physical necessity. Chance
Physical-
or design.
I don't think he
Why-
means. I don't
There
think
you
he
go.
means that the universe is necessary. I think he means that the creation, the fine tuning, is what he's talking about. The fine tuning is physically
No,
necessary.
my apologies.
Why?
But, read it.
Well, he hasn't
Yeah.
gotten. I mean, he might be. I assume he's going to.
It's due
jump more
to
in.
either physical necessity, chance, or design.
Yes.
Why is it necessity?
Well,
Why
hold on. He's literally at the point where he's saying these are the three options. He hasn't went into each of the three yet. He's going.
Oh, he hasn't even said why the universe is necessary yet.
He hasn't said that the universe is necessary.
He said it there.
There on the screen.
The fine tuning of the
Okay,
universe
so that's
is due to either
very-
physical necessity. That's the fine tuning, not the
Yeah.
universe itself. You're
So the
making a
universe
mistake.
is there. No, the
Okay, I
universe.
said the wrong
okay.
thing. Fine tuning. Why is that necessity? Why is that a necessity?
He's going to cover that. That's the
Yeah,
first of the
that
three.
comes
Okay.
after.
Yeah.
That comes
Yeah, he just
after.
hasn't. Right, he just hadn't got there yet. The only issue I had that I wanted to push back on is that he did not make the claim that the universe is necessary.
It does.
Please
He
continue
did
whenever you
not.
want.
Fine tuning is necessary. You necessarily have to have a
He
universe.
didn't say that the fine tuning is necessary. He
No.
said that the universe could have been produced. The fine tuning of the universe could have been produced due to physical
See,
necessity.
You're understanding arguments better than I am. As far as I can see,
Well,
the first thing he hasn't
I love this.
what was access he hasn't answered is that the universe is necessary in the first place.
He didn't make that claim. Like we
Yeah.
have to keep going back to this. He
But,
never made that
no.
claim.
Fine
Pause for
tuning.
just a second now. I reckon that he's about to.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Well, hold on. He doesn't have to because he never made the claim that the universe is necessary. He might get. Don't get me wrong. 'cause
No, you're right, yeah.
He might make that claim in a moment, and if he does, fine.
no.
But he hasn't yet.
Yeah, you're
And I
correct.
interrelate the two
Yeah.
as well. Now,
Yep.
universe fine tuning necessary. I still needed a very similar explanation.
Okay. Well,
So
but to be
he's
fair,
gonna
we're
get
gonna.
to it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So he's
Yeah,
literally just laying it out now.
You are right. Yeah.
Okay. So
I love learning. It's funny as fuck.
it's all good. You're like a dog that's like found a bone.
That's fucking awesome, brother. It really is. I love this.
I learned a new,
That's funny so
new
far.
tricks.
Do you know how strange it is to find myself on this side of the argument? It's like fucking really fucking weird. But
And one of the
anyhow,
most skilled people I know to be doing it, Trobes.
Thank
Keep it
you.
up.
Bet you don't got a fuck. I bet you got a stiffy now.
no, actually, I'm so perturbed by being in this position that there's no stiffy.
I know, no chance of it. I know. It's
All
like
right.
enjoying. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Okay.
go forward now. Try your best. This keeps happening, so I wanna address this. Try not to presuppose what he's about to say.
No, I thought that was a good question, given that it's a physical necessity. So how does he assume that the universe was necessary in the first place? I thought it was a fair question
It's a fair
for somebody
question.
who doesn't know. Yeah.
It's a fair question, but it's due to a
From a
misunderstanding of
layman.
what.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
a layman.
Right. So I tried my best to explain what I think he's trying to say.
No,
Do-
you're
do,
right.
do
Yeah.
you get it? Do you understand
Yep.
what I mean? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I don't want to.
Love learning. Yeah.
Right. So I want to keep things going because it's necessary.
my
But at
apologies.
the same time, I don't want you to feel like we don't discuss things or you just hold shit back just because of that. Like it'll be okay if there's something that you think's important for you to understand or whatever.
I slow things down too much.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. I just want to make sure that it's not due to errors
Yeah.
or making the same mistake over and over again is what I'm trying
No,
to keep from happening.
Try not to do the same thing again.
Okay.
I can make lots of errors without doing that.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump back in now.
Yeah,
Fine
probably.
tuning is due entirely to chance. It's just an accident that the universe is life permitting and we're the lucky beneficiaries. The third alternative rejects both of these explanations in favor of an intelligent mind behind the cosmos who designed the universe to.
I know I'm the one stopping, but I do have to kind of chime in that
know.
I don't see a problem with his third, but I don't
do.
like that he kind of presupposes that it has to be an intelligent mind. It could be design without an intelligent mind.
And why does it have to be a who?
That's not. Yeah, and design requires an agent.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of his point. Is
Yeah.
he's saying
Therefore,
that
an intelligent
Some
mind.
agency is doing it.
yes, that is what
Why,
he's.
why does it have to be a who? Is this a premise to something he's going to bring up shortly?
So
to-
unfortunately, we're not going to get into it today, but he does actually have an argument for that of why he says that it's absolutely necessary logically for there to be I'm going to butcher this, but something like a formless personal.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
Something,
I got
and
notes
he
on that.
says that it has to be the case because the universe could not have been formed otherwise. And that's the, I don't know what the argument's called, but we won't be doing that today.
Oh, damn it.
we,
Wrecked that.
we might do that next time. I mean,
I mean, you said, why does it have to be a who, Mal? And that's specifically why I used the word agent or agency.
well,
I just-
you're right. And I think that he would even agree with that statement.
He's a-
That yes,
he's a
it is
clever
agency.
guy. You have to be careful with this guy. He's very clever and he knows his stuff and he knows his words. When he says who, he means it and he will back it up shortly. I guarantee it.
Yes. So what I think is, again, so far, at least to this point, he has not made any lean. He's just saying these are the three possibilities.
Yeah.
And personally, I can't think of anything else. So I think he's doing a pretty good job.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Going to go ahead and continue now.
Permit life. And the question is, which of these alternatives is the most plausible? Well, the first alternative, physical necessity, seems extraordinarily implausible because, as we've seen, the constants and quantities are independent of the laws of nature. The laws of nature are consistent with a wide range of values for these constants and quantities. For example, the most promising candidate for a TOE today, superstring theory or M theory, allows for a cosmic landscape of around 10 to the 500 power different possible universes governed by the present laws of nature, so that it does nothing to...
Mate, we only have a 1-to-1 ratio of understanding the universe. There is no probability of 10 to the 500 or whatever when there's only one data point of the universe.
Completely agree.
He's
is
not
saying
making-
a fallacious comment there.
He's not making a claim based on the universe as a whole. He's talking specifically about string theory's mathematical equations.
And he can't have that number as his answer.
Well, hold on.
It is impossible to come up with a probability like that because we have one data point.
What have you got probability against?
Well, it's
Yeah,
fine.
the probability is 1 in 1 of it happening this way.
If you, well, he didn't come up with this himself. Like
No, I know, but he is using it from somebody else, and he's just stating it. He hasn't even given a source. So,
well,
hence my
that's true, but
explanation.
to be
Given-
fair, you
given his
can't do
opinion-
that in a lecture. You can't give sources. Like you don't.
No,
it
given-
No,
wouldn't
no,
work.
no.
Given
But,
his
yeah.
position,
You understand what I
and
said,
his
I'm sure.
given his position and his qualifications, he has no right to say the probabilities of this or that or the other.
Exactly.
No.
Somebody else.
He could say
that-
any number there.
He's quoting somebody else, which is fine.
Yes,
But-
he's quoting someone else, but he
Tell
doesn't
people
have
who they
to
are.
have. He doesn't have to have the all of the qualifications and everything.
No, all he
If-
has to do, he has
special
to
plating.
present the person or the people or the studies that he's
Or
quoting.
the argument.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
he's just spouting fucking any old shit out of his ass.
he could,
And you
could-
expect us to believe him.
We can agree that he could spout any old shit. True. But let's say for a second, just a possibility that this is an argument, but it is probably even an atheist that came up with that number. And it's based on actual mathematics from an expert in a field. Is that at least possible?
Of course it is.
So why are you jumping to its automatic bullshit?
Because he's
Could be 10
stating
to the
because he's
501
stating-
options.
because he's stating it like it's true.
But he's not.
That specific number.
Yes, but I think you're misunderstanding what he means by that number.
My apologies,
A lot.
but he's the one stating it like it's true. I don't have
Yeah.
to interpret it. I have to accept it like it's a fact.
No, well,
This-
no. I'm
this
not
is
saying.
what
I'm
this
not saying
is.
you have to accept it. I'm saying that nothing
He's
has.
expecting his audience to.
Well,
Is-
it's important.
Is he
This
expecting them to go and look this up? I
Well,
don't think so.
This is my problem here.
Okay.
The example that he just gave isn't even important to his point. This is like
But it is.
This is a tiny side example to illustrate
No.
what he means.
No,
Like-
this is like using big words.
But no,
I
no, no,
agree
no.
with Mao here, brother.
This
This
is
is,
like, in my opinion, if I were to
rail.
make an argument for
Trout,
atheism, even like if
you
I were to
can
make an
give you a-
argument for atheism and I were to
Yeah.
use an example of a person I met at a grocery store and you were to go, You never met a person at the grocery store. You're a fucking liar. It's not even important to the crux of my argument that you're focusing on something that's not even relevant.
I would disagree.
Why?
I think that the audience in general, I listen to what he said, and when he pulls out fucking numbers out of his ass, they are going to believe them because
Now,
they
hold-
have
hold
no
on, hold on.
They'll use it
otherwise.
in their arguments to their
Wait now.
friends.
Hold on.
Put a video up, Trobs, now.
Yes.
And I watched your video. I forgot what it was about. It's just today or yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was about. Yeah. And I didn't comment on that video to say, oh, that was a good video or anything like that, because
Right.
you used so many big words. I didn't know the fuck you were on about. This is your field. You're good at this.
No, because it's true that because, like, let's just use me for an example. Because I use big words that you don't understand, that doesn't make me right or wrong. It means that you
No.
don't know. But like you're doing the opposite here. Like, for one, you don't know that he's lying because you don't have the skills and necessary information
Absolutely.
to be able to debunk him. You're
So why do-
presupposing that he's lying just
No,
because he's a
no.
theist.
No, I don't know. Why do you think a bloke who is this clever, who knows words as well as he does, is doing this?
Well,
Why
hold
do you
on.
think he's giving these
Why
figures
even
out?
bring up string theory?
Well, the
Why
reason
is
why
string-
he's using string theory as one example of fine tuning and why it's so balanced on like a hair's breadth, like that's the whole point.
It is non-scientifically proven string theory. It is hypothesis.
So
I was
what I,
saying-
what
I
I will
was
do,
saying-
what I will do, even if the entire thing is hypothesis, if the mathematical number is correct, then it stands. So I
My
don't
point
think
is it can't be correct from
because
the
of
start
because of what?
because we have only one data point. You can't say 10 to the 500 other versions are possible.
There's only
It
one.
could
we
be
know.
10 to a billion. It's actually 10 to the infinite, tell you the truth.
Because there's
And
only one.
infinite isn't a number that's analogous to huge or fucking gigantuan or whatever. So it's fucking basically is saying there's a fuck ton.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's the
But the
whole
data point is only one universe. There isn't a fuck ton of options that we know for a fact work. There is only one option that
Well,
works,
no,
and that's the
he's-
universe or the system that we live in.
he's not even making the claim that this specific data point is a fact. He's using it
He's
as
using
an
it for his
illustration.
proof.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
No, he's
Or his
not.
example, sorry, wrong word.
Yeah, he's
using
using
it as
it
an
as,
example.
look, this is important. This is why I'm saying we're beating it like it's a waste, because he's
We
using
can
this.
continue past this.
well, I know,
We
but
can move on
I-
if you want.
I want to get out why I have a problem with it. It's fine, but like I want to explain. He's literally in the process of explaining the very first of the three, which he obviously doesn't even think is accurate. It's not even important to his entire argument, and it's like we're
But
we're
you're assuming
hyper-focusing.
that we know his argument, whereas you've gone ahead and we haven't yet.
That's true. That's fair, and you're right. I did do that, but still, like this specific thing, like all I can say is what I'll try to do if I can remember is I'm going to look up where he got this from, and I'll say this: I obviously don't agree with him, but I do believe that it's based on something that is commonly accepted, and the reason why I say that is because he's a professional philosopher. He would not have a job if he just threw out bullshit, and like he would not be able to survive that.
It's not professionally accepted by people that do astrophysics and are learning about the universe. Only the people that are like hypothesizing and claiming about the universe.
I don't know.
String theory at
a
best
lot of
is
this
still a
stuff.
hypothesis because you need to go below Planck level quantities, and we don't have the ability to do that. So it's all, I think this is it.
True, but it's what it is
Of
they have
course.
mathematical calculations based on if this theory or hypothesis is correct, this is what we believe based on the math. And that's what he's describing.
I don't know the mathematics, but I would say a lot of the mathematics is playing with numbers and
What do you mean?
hypothesis and trying this and experimenting with that. Everybody does that. No,
Yeah.
doesn't particularly mean that it's an actual thing, like 50 different universes or infinite universes or whatever. No? This is playing with numbers.
I just took
I,
a moment.
I expect that the people who do this are going to look at me and go, "The fuck you on about, you prick?" No, but that's just the impression I got. Now,
But
I have no
because I'm
experience in it. I got
presenting another screen, I can't keep up with chat. So
Oh, no.
I just now quickly took a quick peek. Patrick, I know you're like desperately vying for my attention right now. I can't even see you, dude. So calm the fuck down.
I think
Yeah,
I
I've gone
think
to
Patrick-
private chat, so I don't read it.
I think Patrick just likes
Fucking-
bald ginger guys. I don't want to build it up but he just likes bald ginger guys. That's the end of it. Hello, Patrick. I can be bald and ginger for a few quid.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Yes, of
to
course.
steer this back in now.
Yep.
It's all good.
See,
So
Molly.
I don't think we've completely we've quashed
No,
this.
I think
I think we
will
still
pass
have
it.
a kind of problem right
I
now,
can
but like, yeah.
accept it as a building block,
okay, for now, I think we'll agree to disagree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to look up where he got this and see if there's legitimacy to it.
Yeah, just I'd accept it for a building block for now.
Okay.
His argument,
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
Explain the observed values of the constants and quantities and to render them physically necessary. So what about the second alternative, that the fine-tuning of the universe is due to chance? Well, the problem with this alternative is that the odds against the universe's being life-permitting are so incomprehensibly great that they cannot be reasonably faced. Even
Yeah, I disagree with that.
I do too, but I'm not here to.
I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
not-
I don't
I'm
give a
not
fuck
here
how-
to attack it.
I don't give a fuck how big the numbers are.
Mate,
If
a
you
mold
had-
grows somewhere because it's found somewhere to grow. We formed on Earth because we were able to. We'll form on anywhere where we can. Life does that. We're finding it all through the solar system, let alone other stars. No, it doesn't defeat what he says, but it's evidence that there's nothing implying God.
You're
Back to the
saying
core.
that it's more probable than not.
I'm saying formation, not creation.
I've got a little bit.
Well, I
It'll
know.
form anywhere it can.
Yeah, so I think you're defending chance and saying that it's more probable than not, even though he's attacking it right now.
It's not even chance, mate. It'll happen, regardless if it can.
But that is chance, isn't it?
If you have a large
thank-
enough number,
yeah.
like this guy is considering, saying, "Oh, it's so astronomically they can't possibly fucking true." I don't know what he's going to go on and say, but I will assume that. Yeah, it doesn't matter how big the number is. If it goes on for an infinite amount of time, it will definitely happen. The
Yes.
end.
Well, to be fair,
Infinite
he's
things
about
happen in an infinite universe.
Yeah,
Infinite times.
but he doesn't consider the universe to be infinite.
well.
I
We
suppose,
touched
so-
this before.
it's-
Like he has an entirely separate argument that goes into why the very
Yeah, yeah.
concept of the infinite is illogical.
Yeah.
But
I
we're
Interesting.
not gonna jump into
No,
that now.
carry on. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, gonna continue. I think he's about. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what he's gonna say. I'll just let you hear it.
though there will be a large number of life-permitting universes lying within the cosmic landscape, nevertheless, the proportion of life-permitting worlds will be so unfathomably tiny compared to the landscape as a whole that a dart thrown randomly at the cosmic landscape would have no meaningful chance of striking a life-permitting world.
Pause. Sources, please.
Well, he doesn't have sources, but I think
Oh, no, he's fucked then.
he's correct. He's just
Oh,
correct.
Right. Huh? How? Why?
So he started by actually throwing a bone.
Perhaps
He
you can
actually
explain.
he actually conceded
Yeah.
that there are worlds that can form life permitting conditions. He conceded that right off
No,
the bat.
he's conceding that there are universes, not worlds.
Well, sorry.
Utterly different.
But either
argument.
way,
No,
like
totally different.
that's
no,
true.
No,
but
no
but
comparison.
either way, he's conceding that there are other locations to where there is the presence of conditions for the formation of life, as at least as we understand it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he conceded it, and then tried to make the argument that that is like so insanely like tiny little specks all over the place that like essentially throwing a dart, like you have like no chance of hitting life.
Yeah, like I said, bollocks.
And I think I think he's factually correct. Like that's not even an opinion.
It doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. It's still there.
Well, if no, he's not saying. You're doing that again. You're presupposing where he's going. He's not done any of that.
What I'm saying is the astronomical numbers. That's a bit like I've talked to Christians, and they go, well, Catholics are 6 billion people on the earth or whatever it is, right? I don't give a fuck how big your numbers are. I really don't care.
You're doing what I described before. You're building a stereotype based on the things you've experienced in the past, but he's not doing that right now.
He's using the ad populum argument.
How?
It's the same. It's the same. 8 billion people, 6 billion people can't all be wrong. Oh, 50 billion flies can't all be wrong.
That's not what he just did. You just completely strawmanned his argument.
I just well,
literally
I'll find out. I'll find out in a minute.
Let me try to paraphrase.
Yeah.
Since the last time that I paused, literally all he has done is one, concede that there's the possibility for life permitting conditions elsewhere.
Yeah.
He did that right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then he said that, but the
astronomically big numbers,
the portion, the proportion of possibility of like, I guess, how do I word this? Like those are tiny little pockets in the vastness. Like that's all he's saying, and that is factually true. Like, can you say that's an illogical position?
He doesn't know.
First, assume multiple universes, then assume that you throw a dart and there's this astronomically big number. His chances of hitting it are this, and that, and the other. Can you tell me how he worked that out? Where did he get them numbers from?
Okay.
How did he?
He got those numbers. He got those numbers by astronomy and all of the scientists that we currently have. Like it's based on science. That what he just said.
No, it's not. It's not. Because we don't have a theory, it's a hypothesis.
Yes, but it's a hypothesis based on everything we can observe.
No, a hypothesis.
It's not, because we can't prove it.
But he's not even making the case that it's proven. He's making the case of something that is more logical because
he's making the case that fine-tuning elements can be changed. We don't even know that.
You don't test a hypothesis for truth. You test it to fail it. If it doesn't fail, then it's true. So what tell him to explain his truth of that hypothesis that he just gave with all them big numbers.
This is just my perspective. But the reason why I think he didn't try to explain it is because what he just said is so self-evident that everyone accepts it as true. Like it's just true.
No, we'd like to think it is. Because it's the universe.
I know, but what I think has happened is I don't know if you've done it on purpose or not. You've entirely strawmanned what he said.
Okay,
you've changed his argument. Like again, you jumped to like multiple universe. He didn't. All he's saying, in a nutshell, all he's trying to get across is that according to the observable universe we can see, life permitting conditions is rare. That's all he's saying. That's it. Like I don't understand why you're getting so like hardcore. That's it. That's all he said, and that is a. Okay, let me take back factually true. I shouldn't have said factually true, but it is most likely based on everything we've observed so far. It's most likely true. But that's all he said. I feel like you guys you're jumping ahead about what you think he's going to say.
I jumped on what you said and I misunderstood, so I'll take that back. I'll wait for the next one.
I'm trying to, man. It's hard, isn't it? It's cool.
All right, we're gonna let me see where we're at real quick. 23. Jesus Christ, we got like 4.5 minutes roughly.
I tell you what we'll do. You run the video. I'll go for the pee.
Then you won't be part of it.
Yeah, but I'll shut the fuck up when you literally.
The whole point is not just for you to shut the fuck up. I want us to have a serious dialogue here.
This is great.
Like, go ahead and pee. We'll take a little moment.
Yeah, let ZW natter for a second. I'll do the same.
All right. Actually, I've got to piss myself, so I'll be right back. Oh, yeah.
This is heaps fun.
It is. It is kind of fun. Maybe next time we'll do a Muslim interlocutor.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, there's similar like philosophical Muslim theists out there.
I've already made notes on whether it was be a Muslim or not. Jeez. Keep up, guys.
Okay. So
Okay.
are we ready to continue now? It's all good. It's all good.
All
right.
So, in order to rescue the hypothesis of chance, its proponents have therefore been forced to adopt the extraordinary hypothesis that there exists an infinite number of randomly ordered parallel universes, undetectable by us, composing a sort of world ensemble or multiverse in which finely tuned universes will appear simply by chance alone.
Pure assertion. I don't actually follow the multi-universe belief yet because I have no reason to.
Right. I don't know much about it, but I do believe that in a nutshell, that is, I guess, sort of where it's going. And I will agree with the first premise that it's a pretty fantastical. He didn't use that word, but it's a kind of. It's going to take let's put it this way. I'm obviously an amateur, but it will take a lot for you to sell me on a multiverse theory.
Yeah, show me some evidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's.
Now we have. Oh,
go ahead.
Sorry, we
You're
have sort of evidence from the JWST. There's some big black holes that could not have formed. That must have, well, seemingly, the explanation is they were there before the time of the Big Bang beginning. Mm-hmm. Which means they were prior to the Big Bang, I believe there was a different phase of the cosmology, right? And these black holes, because of their size, came from that. So there's evidence towards like a contracting then exploding universe, but there's still nothing towards multiverse. It's all Marvel universe fucking mentality that.
I agree, and I think even he agrees. That's his whole point, is that, well, the one part that I don't know if I agree on, because I don't know, is that the entire reason of him bringing up the multiverse or the world ensemble thing is to say that in order to try to salvage chance, they have brought this theory up. I don't know if that is why. I don't know if that's why the theory exists.
I think that's straw man in that's straw man how science works.
Why?
They're making shit up to get out of trouble.
Exactly.
Well, true.
They don't do that.
True, but I don't think he's necessarily making that point. He's kind of implying it, sort of. He's implying that it's like a far-fetched explanation, and I
Yeah,
actually
which is
agree
fair
with
enough.
that.
Yeah, I agree
with
with
that.
Yeah, me too.
But the issue that I had is I think he
Yeah.
was implying their motives for creating that theory, which is
Right.
again presupposing, and he doesn't know that unless they have came out and said it. And I
So
highly
he-
doubt that the people that came up with the multiverse theory were like, guys, we're just going to tell you straight up, we have to salvage chance at all costs. So we're going to make this up to salvage chance. So he's kind of presupposing their intent.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Good.
yeah.
I'm glad somebody else got it wrong. Him.
Yeah.
I'm not the only Muppet. Next.
All right, continuing now.
And we happen to be in one such world. There are, however, at least two major failings with the world ensemble hypothesis. First, there's no evidence that such a world ensemble exists. No one knows if there are other universes at all, much less that they are randomly ordered and infinite in number. Moreover, recall that Borg, Guth, and Vilenkin proved that any universe which is in a state of continuous cosmic expansion cannot be infinite in the past.
I figure someone
Always
might have
existed.
right.
Could have always existed. Could have been in a different phase. Recycling universe, etc.
I've proposed that myself, but to deal with his claim, is a cyclic universe doing what he just said? Is it stating that there is time?
It's only one
essentially?
universe.
Well, true, but if it's cyclic and even one universe, is it not true that what happened before the Big Bang was like before time? And if
No,
that's
Can't have
so,
before time.
exactly, that's his point. He's saying that is why this is illogical.
Okay.
That's why it always existed.
But if it
You
always
can't have a time
existed,
before time. We all know that.
if it always existed, is that not including time?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why it
Also-
always existed, because you cannot have a timeless state.
No, I'm. This is just me brain
This includes
farting.
time.
This is just
Yeah,
me trying to
totally.
understand what you're saying, but like I'm purposefully injecting time because I don't understand how you get
Why?
like an always existing universe without it.
Because we have no reason to say otherwise. Energy or
How
matter cannot be destroyed.
How
There's
can
always
the
been-
universe exist before time?
Well,
There
I
must
don't.
have been a time where the universe existed before time, which is contradictory. It doesn't make any
Maybe
sense.
so. It confuses me. So what I'm trying
Makes
to do
no
is
sense.
I'm trying
That's
to
it.
wrap my head around like if that's true, that means time somehow formed after the Big Bang, which means what condition that
No.
that just adds more questions. What
No, it doesn't.
conditions?
No, no,
Cause-
no. Time couldn't have formed after the Big Bang because that would assume that the Big Bang happened at a time before time. That's not possible.
Do you understand that time is the process of cause and effect? So timeless means there can be no cause and no effect. Routine.
They have to have
Because
happened at the same
If you're
time.
in a timeless state, you cannot have a cause that generates time.
I know, but that kind of but so
Therefore,
then
no
you-
timeless state.
right, but then what you're left with is an explanation for how it came about in the first place.
No. It always existed.
Well,
didn't
hold on,
come
hold on,
up-
hold
it
on. You're
didn't come
talking
about.
about no, you're talking about the universe, right?
Yeah,
I'm talking about time.
That's part of the
Okay.
universe.
that's exactly time space.
Space
It's not
time
the space.
continuum.
It's not just time. It's a time space continuum.
No, I agree with that.
Exactly,
Well,
man.
there's arguments about time, and we got into that last time. I'm not going to do that here because it'll just get too complicated.
Yes, yeah.
But just trying to follow where you're at right now, I still don't understand the creation. Like, okay,
Okay, let me put it this way. The religious people say that God always existed.
yes,
right?
yes,
Now, I don't need to insert the God assertion. I will just say the universe or cosmology, the cosmos always
I
existed.
agree with that. Where I'm lost is the concept of time and how it fits into the universe being
Time-
infinite model.
At the same
Time
time,
is
as
just
the
cause and
universe.
effect. So if there was cause and effect, then there was time always.
Exactly, which means so that means he is correct in what he just asserted. The
He
entire
said it.
point that he just made was to say that they proved, he just named whatever 3 names or something,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
said
yeah.
what they did is prove that there cannot exist a state of time before the Big Bang. And you're saying that's true.
I agree.
No, I'm saying no. He's saying that means that it's timeless, then, right?
I don't
What
think
he's
he
saying.
said. I don't think he said that.
No, he didn't say that. No.
I don't fully. Yeah,
No.
I've forgotten what he said. To tell you the truth,
Yeah.
'cause we've
It's
been-
it's okay. Well, part of it is I'm trying to understand what you're saying because I don't really get it completely.
Well, it's like this. If time and space are a continuum,
Mm.
you can't have space without time.
Right.
You can't have it, right? So
Right.
how did space exist before time? It existed, so it had to. It has to be somewhere at some time.
Right. I'm
So,
with you on that.
So they have to be right. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think then from what he said, I don't think we have a problem yet.
I didn't have a problem. No. No.
Okay. Well, let's continue for now.
Theorem applies to the multiverse as well. Therefore, since its past is finite, only a finite number of universes may have been generated by now. So there's no guarantee at all that a finely tuned universe will have appeared anywhere in the ensemble.
Same shit rehashed.
Kinda. Yeah. He's just kind of continuing on what we've
Yeah,
already been
repeat.
over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bit of a repeat.
Secondly, and more fundamentally, if our universe is just a random member of an infinite world ensemble, then it's overwhelmingly more probable that we should be observing a much different universe than what we in fact observe. Roger Penrose
He just made a probability claim.
Again,
from it.
yeah.
Well,
Again.
that's why I paused because I'm like, where's your evidence for that? But I think he's
Yeah.
about to try to illustrate by using
Oh,
Roger
okay.
Penrose. Actually, I'm the one that did that. I did what I said you guys need to quit doing because I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah. Yeah. Sources.
But yeah, he
You're
might.
on
He
the
might.
same wavelength as us, Strobes, whether you admit it or not.
I-
At least
I-
here.
I am, but I'm trying my best to
we've
not
dragged
let
him
it
down.
happen.
We've dragged him down to our level.
But
No,
to
he's
be
fine.
Fucking
fair,
great now.
to be fair, after I've already done it, I shouldn't have chimed in yet because he might be about to expand on it.
Yeah.
I dragged you down to my level. Now you're fine.
Rose has calculated that it is inconceivably more probable that our solar system should suddenly form in an instant through the random collision of particles than that a finely tuned universe should exist. And
So he did make the claim of one person, but that's sort of an argument from authority, and it's not it's not true just because Roger Penrose said it, and you're kind of left with like, trust me, bro. Like,
Trust me, bro. He's a smart guy.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that I don't know that he's right.
Love the term. Trust me, bro. I should have used that a bit
Yeah.
already.
Trust
Forgot
me, bro.
about that. And adorable.
It's an appeal to authority, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It is. It really
all.
is. It
That's all it is.
and it could be true. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but the audience is sitting there going, "Smart guy, you're probably right."
probably.
I mean, if I was sitting in an audience, and these are young people, as I can see, right? I'm sitting there and I'm going, and somebody pulls up all these fancy names, and wow, Neil deGrasse Tyson, wow, Roger Penrose, you know, Einstein. Oh, we said this. No, doesn't mean they're right. They have to prove they're fucking right, same as everybody else has.
That's true. So I want to go back for just
The
a
audience,
second.
the audience may not know that.
That's true.
I don't know who the audience are.
I think it's some college or something,
it's a
but
college,
I don't
yeah.
know where. But like,
It's youngsters. These people never fucking do this to adults because they get ripped to bits. I know.
I disagree on William Lane Craig. He will take on anyone, and he has.
Oh, you can take me on. He can call me on a lot of things.
I'm not going to say that I think he won, but he does not back down from anyone.
No, he doesn't. A lot.
Yeah, but I
most
have it
of
as
them don't.
Kent Coven.
Oh,
Yeah. See.
Well,
He doesn't back down.
hold on. Let's at least admit This dude is
banana
not
man.
on the same level as of fucking Kent Hovind. Like, no way.
No, I agree. This guy has put
No.
effort in for his
Yes.
cause.
I
Far
disagree.
more than assertions.
I
Yes.
disagree. I think he just uses bigger words.
But the point is, so like, if it was just using big words, then
Yeah.
once we've stopped and explained it, then you'd be able to dismantle it. But
I can dismantle it. I just don't do it in a very. I don't do it as analytically as you do because
no, it doesn't.
I don't have your kind of skill.
We are
this
currently
kind of
dismantling
situation.
him, aren't we?
We're dismantling
Sorta.
specific little parts of. Like,
Yeah.
I think his overall so far hasn't been destroyed, but we
I would-
have.
I would
we won't
say-
be
We have
able to do that,
found,
though.
we have
Surely-
found errors in like
Surely,
specific
yes.
places.
I agree with the little bits stuff, but surely, if he was right, we wouldn't be able to.
what do you mean?
Well, if what he's saying, he's going to get there. We all know he's going to get there.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, if he's right, we wouldn't be able to pick holes in it. There would
no,
be
no,
no holes.
Well, hold on.
There would be
Some-
nothing fallacious in his argument if he
nothing
was
fallacious,
100%
no.
correct.
That's not true. Like, I can devise an argument that has like every fallacy you could possibly think of, and I'm
I know.
100%
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. I agree
Like,
with you.
fallacies don't automatically debunk.
I agree with that. That's one of the things with the logic, isn't it?
Mhm.
That's why I'm waiting to find a contradiction.
Fair enough.
haven't yet.
Well, I do have another fallacy, I think. So I want to go back a second. I'm pretty sure he just straw manned.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm fucking slowing everything down here.
Well, I'm doing it.
No, you're not. You're all good. buddy.
I'm the one that's
This is awesome.
I'm the
We've-
one throwing it out,
we've
but I'm pretty sure. So
We've
let
been
me
here an hour. We've been here an hour. I haven't caught up yet.
an hour and a half.
You haven't got to my fucking notes yet, you bums.
4 minutes and
I got loads of notes.
It's all good. We'll get all here, but I want to hear this straw man real quick. I'm pretty sure.
More fundamentally, if our universe is just a random member of an infinite world ensemble, then it's overwhelmingly more probable that we should be observing a much different universe than what we in fact observe. Roger Penrose has calculated that it is inconceivable.
No, I think I made a mistake. I don't think that was exactly a straw man.
No, I would ask why it was overwhelmingly. Yeah, but whatever. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the fuck did he get that from? What's he got to compare to?
That's fair. All right, we're like 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Not too bad. We're doing a little better now.
Sorry.
More probable that our solar system should suddenly form in an instant through the random collision of particles.
That's it. I didn't go far enough. That's the straw man. He's making the claim that that's what everyone who believes in quote chance
Yeah.
is saying.
Well,
And that's not
well,
what they're saying.
Yeah. It either is or it isn't.
particles then.
Yeah. Oh, instantly.
Yes.
Well,
So
load of shit.
it's possible that a certain
do.
small number of like atheists might hold what he just said as true. But I don't, it's definitely not the major belief. So he's definitely straw manning the position here.
Yeah. You can't instantly anything. Yeah. It's bullshit.
Yeah. All right. I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah.
Continuing.
Than that a finely
Yay.
tuned universe should exist. In fact, Penrose calls it utter chicken feed by comparison. So,
That's news to me.
Yeah. What the fuck
What
does that mean?
Penrose said.
Yeah.
For me, I need to like be given like sufficient reason to give a fuck about what Roger Penrose said in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and what the fuck does chicken feed mean?
I don't know.
No, does anybody else? No, it's
J-
bullshit.
Jeez, you guys have sucked me. I'm doing the same shit now. I'm supposed to be fucking like trying to arbitrate here, but I've jumped in myself. All right, I'm gonna try to reset and go back to how I was in the very beginning.
Big smack stripes. Come on.
It is my fault. I'm a
It's-
pleb.
No, it's not. It's just I'm starting to get irritated by certain things, and I'm also doing what I described before. I'm just talking about me, nothing you guys have done. I'm
Oh, my
starting
unit.
to presuppose what he's trying to do when I don't know for sure that that's what he's trying to do, and it's pissing me off.
Well, he's
So-
trying to say that Roger Penrose says it's chicken feed. What
Well,
the
that is true. That is true. But
Mate,
to
you
be
should see what I feed our chickens, man. You don't want to be saying that.
chickens will eat chickens. They don't care. Okay, sorry. Look,
it's all good. All right, we're gonna continue now.
If our universe were just a random member of a world ensemble, it is inconceivably more probable that we should be observing an island of order no larger than our solar system.
I think that word does not mean what you think it means. Classic quote from Princess Bride. Inconceivable. Sorry.
I don't.
personal incredulity.
Yeah, that's what I think is going on here.
Yeah.
It's like because you can't conceive of something means that.
Doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple. That's
Yeah.
not. Yay! I win. Move on.
All right.
For there are far more observable universes in the world ensemble in which our solar system comes to be instantaneously through the accidental collision of particles than universes which are finely tuned.
I don't disagree with what he just said, but it's still following a straw man. That's not even what I
An
believe.
assertion.
No.
Yeah,
it's-
that's not
It's an
even what I
assertion.
think. You're attacking something that I don't even hold.
no. He's going for something that perhaps doesn't exist. It's
Yeah.
just not there. Yeah. Strange.
I did it again. Fuck, I can't do this.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is fun.
It is
I'm
fun.
enjoying it.
It is fun.
I'm sorry if I'm fucking up. If it was supposed to be very serious.
No, you're fine.
I'm presupposed. I'm presupposed to taking these people unseriously.
Fuck, if we wanted it to be serious, we'd have a theist here with us.
That's true. I couldn't really get that, so I had to try my best to
You stuck with me.
try to defend the opposing view as best as I can. I'm trying to steelman it. And,
No, it's good.
You were our theist for the day, Trobes.
It's good. What you're doing is you're pointing out where I'm fucking up, so I'm learning.
Exactly, man.
anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
happy with it.
Same.
to be fair, I'm pointing out where I subjectively think you fucked up. I could be wrong.
Oh, I think you've got more experience
fuck's
in that
sake.
than I have.
Yeah, don't use
Although to be
subjective
fair,
and
I've
objective
probably
today.
fucked up. more than you.
We'll be here for the next year just discussing subjective.
Yeah.
Discussing how often Mal is fucked up. Yeah.
All right, I'm continuing now.
For
You do this,
of
Odds. You do this again next week, but without me. You won't tell me who's on.
No.
Oh fuck! man. We'll do it on Thursday, Odds. Okay.
I just let whoever happens to be available. I don't count anybody out unless you've like done some really fucked up shit. It takes like everybody knows that I'm the dude that's too lax. It takes a lot for me to go. You can't come back.
I'm not being nasty. I'm just,
I know. I'm just kidding.
twat. You know. Yeah.
I'm just saying you're nowhere near that. Like you're not even close to like anywhere near being a problem.
Yeah. I think William Lane Craig is more of a problem than I am.
All right, I'm continuing again.
embodied observers like ourselves. Or again, if the universe were just a random member of a world ensemble, then we ought to be observing highly extraordinary events like horses popping into and going out of being.
How would we observe that if it's in a different universe? Like
How the fuck do we do it to get that? What the fuck is that?
he's talking about the concept of
Yeah, I know
infinite
what you-
universes, and
yeah.
each universe has different laws and shit, or at
Yeah.
least could.
Yeah.
And so I think, I could be wrong, I think he's trying to describe a universe where horses like pop, blah, 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 but like we still wouldn't fucking see it because we can't see inside that universe. So why are you bringing this up?
So like virtual particles do in our universe, you mean?
Maybe.
Where they pop in and out of fucking nothing.
I think so.
Is that what he's talking about? So he's
We
fuck-
can prove them though with Casimir effect.
yeah.
We can't prove
Yeah.
God.
So hold on, we can prove
No, we're not.
what?
We're not
Multiple
talking about
universes?
God. We're talking about.
No, we can
lost
prove
of-
virtual particles popping in and
Yeah.
out of existence.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
hold
Yeah, but we-
Casimir effect.
That's fair.
We're not talking about God. We're talking about horses. Why, I don't know, but horses. Okay.
He's using it just as an illustration. The horse is not important to his argument.
Why didn't he use vertical particles instead?
Well, no, he's saying like he could have used frogs or like there's an airplane that's made out of like some like biological material. It's like an airplane that's actually a creature or some shit popping into existence. His entire point is like, why don't we see this? And I don't understand why you would bring this up, because even if that theory is true, we wouldn't see it.
It's just a nonsense.
Yeah.
You could pull anything out of your ass for that one.
I can't defend that one. No chance. All right, I'm going to continue.
Through the random collision of particles, since such things are vastly more probable than the existence of a finely tuned universe.
Can I stop for a second? The collision of particles and stuff like that is not random. Audie will know this.
No,
it's not random.
By chemical nature and
Exactly.
gravity. And it's not chance.
Like hydrogen collects the helium, not by random chance.
I know, but like, so he doesn't even believe that. He's still on the straw man that I was talking about. He's straw manning the argument that there are people, and I think he means us, mostly us, who believe that random collision of particles create everything. And that's not even what we believe. But also, it's to be fair, you're not really attacking him when you're attacking that, because that's not his belief either. He's attacking what he thinks, or at least he's straw manning our argument to be.
I'm attacking that. He's talking bollocks. Why doesn't he use
Brownian motion, isn't it?
No, I'm not talking. It's not an emotional response for me. Why doesn't he use virtual particles as an example? Because they are factual.
I didn't say emotional response, brother. I said it's Brownian motion, that
random
appearance of particles bouncing into each other and shit. But it's all this electromagnetic fucking repulsion and attraction or whatever.
Yeah, right. So anyway, sorry, moving on.
It's all good. It's valid.
All of nature's constants and quantities falling by chance alone into the infinitesimal life-permitting range. Observable universes like those with the horses popping in and out of being are vastly more plenteous in the world ensemble than ours.
Like I'm just stopping in case you got something to say, but I have nothing to say with anything as long as he's stuck on this straw man, because he's not fighting us. He's fighting like a make-believe version of us to make it easy to defeat.
Yes.
Whenever he uses world ensemble or universe ensemble, I don't have any more to say, brother.
Well, I don't have a problem with world ensemble, because that is a theory that, or at least a hypothesis that people hold. Yeah.
Him asserting. He's asserting that.
You have to test the hypothesis.
We've already discussed it on 3 or 4 different causes.
Yeah, it's true. But like, I have no problem with him using the world ensemble as an illustration of a point he's trying to make, as long as he's not trying to claim that this is like the belief or even the majority belief, because it seems like that's what he didn't directly state it, but it seems like he's trying to imply it, and that's just not true.
Can I just have a fucking gripe about the word plenteous?
Nice.
Yes.
Moving on.
Okay, continuing. We're getting there. We're getting close to the end.
And therefore ought to be observed by us. And since we do not have such observations, Penrose argues, that fact strongly disconfirms the world ensemble hypothesis. On naturalism, at least, therefore, I think it is highly improbable that such a world ensemble exists.
To me, it's just kind of more of the same. We've got 18 seconds left. So I'm going to go ahead, because to me, it seems like he's kind of going into the same shit.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do all 18 seconds, and then we'll drop it.
You're all good, brother.
It seems then, premise 2, that the fine-tuning is not due to physical necessity or chance, from which it follows logically. Therefore, it is due to design. And thus, this argument gives us a cosmic designer of the universe.
That is all on this.
Oh, that was it, was it?
That was it for this particular argument. And just like I kind of guessed ahead of time, just that, let's see, 10 minutes was going to burn up a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't do this stuff a lot. This is not the kind of field that I'm used to arguing in.
Right.
So it's not my thing at all. Like, so I just guess I pick things out and I spot things like, plenteous or something, something fucking pathetic and childish. And I'll pick them, and I'll go, hey, what the fuck is that? You're supposed to be clever. What the kind of argument is plenteous? So that's about as far as I get. I had, oh my God, I had loads of.
So his conclusion was it's an agent without having an agent to support his claim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair,
All right.
to be fair, just so I don't miss this, because I am supposed to be trying to defend here. Even if you don't like the word plenteous is a word, and it simply means the same thing as plentiful.
Yeah. It's just fucking stupid.
Okay, that's fair. I thought you were trying to make the claim that he just made it up.
No. It's just a stupid word to sound clever.
Fair.
That's all it is.
Fair.
Lots of fucking, I use big word stuff. It's psychology. It's what they do. If I use big enough words, you'll take this tablet.
Well, I try my best to just take a big word and turn it into a smaller word that means the same thing and just focus on its premises only.
Yeah.
Don't worry about...
I don't know. I was just being facetious.
I know.
I'm a twat.
And it's fine because we're done anyway with that.
Woo, that was fun, fellas. That was really cool, man. I had a ball.
You didn't get onto his model argument, which I could have fucking destroyed in about 2 minutes.
Are you talking about the modal?
Oh, he's got a model argument about it, as well as his teleological argument. Which,
there's a cosmological.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
His main things are the teleological argument and the model argument. And, the model argument is just like lol. But the teleological argument, I had 2 fucking pages of notes, and I'm sure you picked that part of the video deliberately to miss everything that I'd made fucking notes on. Just
not deliberately. This was honestly, I was watching the video and this was the next one, and I was just like, might as well start there. It was just random. But I'll tell you one thing. There's one argument he goes into after that that I will never try to defend because it's the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard. It's called the morality argument for God.
Yeah, that's it.
That is the most retarded fucking shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, two fucking minutes it would take you, and that was with you talking, not with him talking first. You would talk for 2 minutes. Yeah, if you include him talking first with his morality argument, and you had to reply, it would take about 2 minutes. If you're talking on your own, it would take about 20 seconds. And you'd be, what a fucking muppet. Yeah, absolutely clueless. The teleological argument, he likes it, but it basically comes down to, I made notes on that. Where did I put the notes? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I had lots of them about reason and things like that. Like, because he brings them. He does reason. He gets into reason and explanation. Mm-hmm. And he starts off with reason, the reason for the universe existing, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes into, but the explanation is, well, they're not the same. Reason and explanation are not the fucking same. You have reasons for things, you have an explanation. A reason for something is very strictly presented. An explanation is more detailed and nuanced. So he presents reason, and then he goes explanation. That's a trick.
Why? I don't understand. I didn't hear that specific point.
So how many of the audience would know the trick, for one thing? How many of them would know the difference between reason and explanation for another? How many thinking, oh, I know the difference between this, unless they're on a particular course at college or they've got some sort of qualification that would tell
Well,
them.
to be fair, this applies to me. So
Yeah, I had to look it up.
I use reason
looked it
and
up.
explanation both, but I can't tell you the fundamental difference between the two without looking them up.
Okay.
Hey, I just had a quick thought, guys. If I clip this religious part or whatever, do you have a problem if I chuck it up on Deconstruction Zone Discord?
Say that
We
again.
might have a few. I go on Deconstruction Zone Discord, and this argument or shredding of William Lane Craig is kind of interesting and funny. And I was thinking, if
you want to share
have a
it?
problem? Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I have no problem.
yeah.
I mean, his whole argument basically comes down to special pleading.
So hold on.
Yeah.
What was the two words again?
Reason and explanation.
So I'm going to disagree with you right off the bat because reason, one, a cause, explanation, or justification for an action or event. Explanation is literally a synonym. They're the exact same thing.
No, they're not exactly the same. Because
How are they different?
No, our explanation is more nuanced and more detailed. I have a reason for doing something. Well, why is that then? So you
Hold on.
explain it in more detail. And the reason is shorter and sharper.
Without Googling it, I'd be agreeing with Mao here.
Everybody agrees with me. I'm always right.
No, they're literally synonymous. They are synonyms.
I know
they
they're
mean
similar.
the exact same
Yes,
thing.
no, they're not exactly the same thing. No.
I don't see. I'm
yeah,
trying
it
to
doesn't
look for
matter.
what I'm trying to look for what you're calling for. But
Yeah.
when I look at the definition, I don't see like it sounds like you use it in a way. When you use explanation, it's more.
No, I looked it up. I had to look it up because I didn't know the difference. When I was watching the video, I looked up these kind of things. Like his arguments for when he says that his being for the universe, blah, blah, this, blah, 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 is they are synonyms. Synonyms, for fuck's sake. Synonyms.
Reason and explanation are not the same, but they are closely related. Reason
They are
refers to
yeah.
the cause or motive behind a decision or action, often used to justify or defend a viewpoint. Explanation, on the other hand, focuses on providing additional information or details to clarify or make something easier to understand.
Yeah.
While both terms involve communication, they serve different purposes. Reason often emphasizes justification, whereas explanation emphasizes clarity. In summary, while they are related, reason and explanation have distinct meanings and uses in communication.
It makes sense. I'm looking at almost exactly what you just read now. I just found it, and it's explaining that there are definitely
So
distinctions.
what you have to bear in mind is, like I said, that was a trick. Yeah?
So hold on.
You know why I think it's a trick?
Why?
Because the guy is so clever.
So this is where I'm going to disagree. Now, I take back my original disagreement of there not being a difference because
You
obviously
wouldn't
there
agree
is.
that was a trick.
No, I'm not saying it's not a trick. I'm saying that you're presupposing that it's a trick because
No.
I could do
watched
the
video
exact
and then I
same
looked it up.
thing. I know, but I could do exactly what you just
I didn't-
described him doing and use explanation and reason. Easy to do in a similar
That's what I
way. And you're like, oh, you're trying to trick people. That doesn't mean that.
I
Like,
think it does.
He's got to be aware for
I-
it to be
I
a
think
trick.
in his
And if
case,
he's not aware,
even-
it's not a trick.
Exactly.
Then-
It's possible that he's just using different words to describe something similar and that he just like,
Somebody with that amount of education and experience and professionalism,
dude, you could find
find it
someone
hard
with
to-
you
I'd
could find
find it hard
someone
to
you could find
believe.
someone with a 200 IQ that will do exactly what
I
he
don't
just
care
did.
what his IQ is. I'm talking about his professionalism, his qualifications, and his experience of talking to people. But it's more likely that he is doing that deliberately.
It's
If you
possible,
listen-
it's possible, but I
you-
believe that I believe he's wrong, but I believe he believes 100% everything he's saying. I don't think he's lying.
No, I don't think he is either.
And I also don't think he's trying to deceive people. I think he truly believes this.
I think he truly believes it. I still think he's deceiving. I listened to that before I looked it up because I thought, no, I'm going to look up all these things that he says because they all use fancy words, these guys, and I don't know the fuck they're on about. So I have to look them up. I have
Yeah.
to look up things like immaterial. what the hell does immaterial mean? Right? I look it up. Okay, immaterial. To me, immaterial means I don't give a shit for it. You know, immaterial in that context is completely different. So I have to look that up and find out what it is. Then I write transcendence. I don't know what the fuck transcendence means. I don't have healing crystals and mushrooms, so I have to go and look it up. And I looked up transcendence, and I go, what the fuck is that shit? So I've got all these written down here, and I looked them up, and I've even written down what the encyclopedia was or the dictionary was that I looked them up in, like naturalism or something like, just so that I knew. So I came across reason, and then after reason, you immediately changed to use an explanation. I thought, hang about, that's not right. You should be using reason, surely. So I looked them up, and that's where I found out that. So that's how I know it's a trick, because if I know it, he knows.
I honestly think you're doing human pattern seeking, and you're attacking something that doesn't exist. I don't think he's doing what you're describing.
I think I'm right.
You might be. I'm not saying I can factually prove you wrong. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He could be indoctrinated to believe what he thinks, therefore being unaware that he's doing it with that level of knowledge and stuff. He went to fucking Germany from UK to learn this kind of crap, going by his biography, and it leads to what Mao's saying, but there isn't actual evidence.
I just think he's far too clever, far too experienced. This guy does talks all over the world to audiences, and he knows what the fuck he's saying. He knows what words he's using and why, and he knows how they work. That's my argument for it. That's my argument.
But hold on. You haven't shown that the two words that he used, like he was contradicting in that particular aspect.
You don't have to be contradiction. You don't have to contradiction. If you use reason for something, and then you say, yeah, but the explanation for it is this. No, but you haven't explained what the reason is yet.
I don't know where it. Do you remember specifically a time mark of where this was at?
Oh, wait a minute. God, did I put some timelines down.
If you could get me around where that was, I'm curious to look at this myself.
Yes, of course.
I'm guessing next week you're going to trade Jordan Peterson.
Correct me. I'm more than happy to be corrected for it. You know.
Right. Well, I'm just curious about this because
I just think this guy knows what he's doing. I just think he's clever.
I think you believe that because
I think he's clever in front of an audience that is like me.
He's definitely clever. We both agree on that. But I think you are looking for lying, cheating. I think you're looking for something that's not necessarily there.
I just typed things down and then looked them up. That's all I did.
I know.
You know, I didn't have any. I tried to. At the time I was watching it. Do what I thought you would say you would try to do, is to be unbiased and just watch it for what it is. Take the things
I get it, but so there's one problem. I'm not saying you did this, to be clear, but it's definitely something that easily happens. And what happens is you're going to go over this material later, or at least that you're going to try to tear it apart. And when you do that, you have to be careful because you could go into pattern seeking mode to such a hardcore extent that you're literally building something. Like when you look in the clouds and you think you see a dog, that's not a fucking dog. That's your brain creating a dog. Yeah, and you can do the same thing trying to tear apart someone's argument, and you're trying to dismantle something that he didn't even do.
I just think that somebody that smart would know the difference. I really do.
But I don't.
Can you imagine that guy typing out a thesis and things for journals and stuff like that?
No, I'm going to agree with you entirely that he knows the difference between those two words. What I'm saying is that I haven't been presented with evidence that he made the mistake of saying those two words to explain the exact same thing. He may have used the other word afterward, but on something different.
No, I agree. He didn't make a mistake. It was deliberate as far as I'm concerned. Because he's far too experienced not to.
No. My point is that I don't even have evidence that there was a mistake in the first place.
my argument would be, he's a professional talker. That's what he does.
But no, look,
Yeah,
you're like, I'm saying I have nothing to show that he's made a mistake, and you're jumping ahead and going, he definitely made a mistake.
No,
Let me explain why he made a mistake.
No, I didn't say definite.
Okay.
My thing is he is so experienced. He's a professional talker. It's what they do. He's also a professional apologist. This is what they do. If they make mistakes, they're going to get jumped on.
I agree with you. My point, we agree on that. Where we disagree, or at least we're in the air here, is I don't have a mistake to point to. I don't know that he made a mistake.
Yeah, okay. So you could watch that a little bit anyway, if you want to, and tell me I'm wrong.
Did you give me the
No, unfortunately, that's one of the ones I haven't got.
Is it in this video?
Yes, it's in that video. Yes.
Do you know even roughly, like, was it the first third?
He uses reason. Is there a reason for the universe to exist? And then he explains why the universe exists. And it's not more.
Sounds like it would be in the beginning. I don't know. I'll try to find it.
Sorry,
I'm
my
just
apologies.
curious. It's okay.
It's one of the few bits I haven't got time for.
Right.
See, he's going, I believe this, that, and I've got 346. I believe. Nobody cares what you believe. Stick to the facts, for fuck's sake. Then I've got, if your belief is true, you wouldn't say believe, you would say it's a fact.
Yeah, I'd say I know.
We disagree on that, because I, as an atheist, use the word believe all the time, and a theist could easily say exactly what you just said to me.
Of course, good. Yeah.
But it's the same. They're not different.
I don't say something I believe.
Hold on. Using the word belief instead of fact does not do anything. Like, it doesn't mean anything about the person. It means they're honest, that they have a belief, and it's not a fact.
They can be as honest as they like, but if they're not factual, I don't give a shit.
So are you saying that you don't ever discuss anything that's not a fact?
No, you're generalizing now.
Well, because this is general. This whole thing is general.
If he's not generalizing, he's being specific.
He's asserting. He's going from asserting.
But I don't know exactly what we're talking about. My point is, even if I'm making like a serious logical argument, I use the word, like, I describe what I personally believe. That doesn't in any way even come close to debunking anything he said. It doesn't even make him look bad. It does nothing.
No, I just want evidence.
I get it, but like, sometimes you use like, this is my belief, to explain why you're about to say something you're about to say. It's not like.
But then I can back it up with evidence.
Exactly, and he's coming from assertion, whereas we're coming from, well, at least an accumulation of knowledge.
You guys are jumping to, like, look.
I know. I'm like,
you can use the word belief to describe something that's not the main argument. You're jumping to, like, he needs to prove something for his entire, like, overarching point. That's not necessarily what he was doing.
If you know something, you no longer believe in it. You know it. If you believe something, you haven't yet had enough reason to know it yet.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think that if you know something, you still believe it. Knowledge does not cut off belief. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a semantic thing. I could be wrong, but that's how I personally understand it.
I had it explained to me really well just recently, and I'll try and find the link to whatever it was.
Yeah, I want to watch that, because now I'm curious.
There are other arguments. See, the language is not my strong point. You know, like words and things. Ooh, surprise me, man. So I'm looking at, and he comes across things like signposts pointing to transcendent reality. Okay. That's part of the video you posted, okay? Where are these? What signposts? Where is this? What would transcendent reality look like? He never explains that. I have lots and lots of trouble with language because I'm fucking thick as shit. Atheists tend to be closed-minded in advance about transcendent reality. We looked for transcendent reality and found nothing.
Well, I don't even know what that means. I can't
No,
even.
no, neither did I. So I had to look it up, right?
Right.
So here's the thing. As Hamlet put it, right? Look at the fuck what Hamlet said.
Well,
He's a character in a play, for
well,
fuck's sake.
it doesn't. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's saying that Hamlet is a logical authority. All he's saying is this is where this came from. Like that's it. Like it.
I'm a character in the story.
Yes, but I don't think he's saying otherwise. He's not necessarily saying, "Well, Hamlet said this, therefore true." I don't think he's doing that.
Well, I could learn a lot about this shit. I really could, because I think it's just bollocks. What the fuck? Hamlet, the fucking play. I mean, let's face it, Shakespeare was probably off his head when he wrote the play anyway. So I don't get it.
To try to get you to understand my point of view here, I'm going to flip it completely. I'm going to flip it. Exactly what you just described is a person bringing up Hamlet in the words of Hamlet.
Yeah.
And instead of a theist, it's an atheist using the same example to make a different point.
No matter who it is.
But look, your hyper fixation on that is strange to me. It's like,
no, I just like people who are going to, like yourself, if you bring up something, you would say, oh, I remember I was reading his book last week and Hamlet said this. I would go, what the fuck are you on about? Huh?
But everyone does that. Not just theists. Everyone, experts, scientists, everyone does that. It's normal.
Do you think Neil deGrasse Tyson says?
100%.
Well, listen, yeah.
Do you know how many times I've heard Neil deGrasse Tyson go on some random?
Yes, I know he does go on random ones.
Like, well, it's not just random. He will bring up like Pinocchio as an example, or Hamlet, or this is what Shakespeare thought, or whatever. He's doing exactly what you just described.
I would agree that perhaps my example of Neil deGrasse Tyson, because he's a bit of an headbanger anyway.
True. I could be wrong, but I think that you're holding theists to a different standard when it's the exact same thing.
Yes.
Why?
I do. Because they have to be.
Because you don't like them.
The whole fucking world depends on whether they're right or not.
Well, that's true, but like my point is,
if they can't defend their position,
no, you're jumping. You're changing the goalpost, so to speak. So them making a claim about Hamlet doesn't necessarily have anything to do with their claim of a god. You're jumping to that. You're going, you believe in a god, therefore, why the fuck are you bringing up Hamlet? Like, you're jumping to it. You know what I mean?
Why are you bringing up a fictitious character to try and show that the character that you believe is reality is true? I don't get it.
Well,
I can't say I believe Oddie is true because I read it in Lord of the Rings that this guy was called Oddie.
To be fair, I might be misunderstanding what you're describing, but I don't know what you're describing. But it depends on if they're trying to do what you think they're trying to do. How do you know that's what they're trying to do?
I don't.
You're assuming it.
I'm not that clever. No.
You're assuming that that's their intention.
I assume that's most likely their intention. Yes,
that's fair.
It makes it if you give something that's like that example, it puts familiarity in it for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's something they can relate to, rather than 500 million billion different universes. Or what the fuck is he talking about? But if I bring up Pinocchio, they can relate to that.
But my point is exactly what you just described, using it to get people to relate. Atheists do it all the time. It's not a theist thing. Like
I agree with that.
I personally don't even find it, like, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's irrelevant to anything. I don't care about it. Like, I don't understand why you're like,
so why did he bring it up? Why is it there? Given the guy is a professional talker, why does he put it in? It's deliberately put in. It's not off the cuff.
You yourself just answered that very question. You said that they're using it because it's something people can relate to.
Yeah.
That's the answer. What's the problem?
That's
Is
like,
what I'm
getting
looking for.
that's like getting the audience on your side.
That you don't have to. You could be trying to get them to relate to something so that they can understand a point you're about to make. It
No, that
doesn't
would be an
mean
analogy.
it doesn't mean that you're trying to like quote manipulate people. I think that that's where you're leaning.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think he's manipulating people anyway. I think
He might be, but I don't think that it's automatic. I don't think that that alone is
I think
evidence.
it comes out in quite a lot of what he says. That you didn't bloody cover, that I made bloody notes of, and now I'm looking at what because I'm sitting here trying to talk about something. What the fuck is this all about? And I'm just totally guessing and being a fucking ignorant knob because I haven't got a clue. And getting owned as usual. Thanks very much for that. Now I feel good.
It's not owned.
Well, I will keep my notes anyway. Fuck you. I like them. I was into uncaused and changeless. And
So I think that
word
this is
being.
pretty enjoyable for us. I don't
Mhm.
think that other people care about this kind of thing. And the only thing I'm gauging this on is interaction. We've got there's no polite way to say it. I'm not going to say it. We've got a person who's not entirely there. And that's it. Like, I don't think this is like a lot of people's cup of tea.
It's not anyway.
But I don't really care about that. I'm just saying, like, we can
I'll
still do
probably,
this from time to time, but I don't think we can do this every week.
I've probably derailed it somewhat anyway by being a knob and not having a clue.
I don't think you.
Yeah, sorry, man. None of your regulars rocked up because we were doing this. Yeah,
I
good point.
think that it's because it's not their thing and they're not interested in it.
I
But
really expected my two favourite fans, though.
I actually
one to
did
derail
too.
and one to argue. Yeah,
I thought both would be here.
I'm glad that they didn't because that was fucking enjoyable. That.
I've
And I've got to look forwards to a dental appointment in 2-3 hours too. So having a good start to the day is
I
a bonus.
fucking hate Dennis.
I had a dentist today.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah,
my
wow.
excuse.
Cool.
I'm still drugged up.
Yeah.
I can't
I
believe
really,
you
really
guys let fucking William Legg Craig defeat you. Fuck.
Never.
He defeated us. How do you get that?
I'm
conclusion?
just
you
trolling.
bastard.
I'm just trolling.
We got our own troll lord.
I was just trying to get you worked up.
Yeah, I would love to know what an unembodied consciousness is, but but that's another day.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning transcendental at one stage, and
Yeah,
I was in
you-
the other room, couldn't respond. But at the moment that's mentioned, yeah, it's.
No,
I don't even understand what that fucking is supposed to mean. Like, what is
Oh,
it?
you need more mushrooms in your life.
Not gonna
plugged
happen.
into reality with magic. That's
Yeah.
what it means to me, man.
I will explain because I wrote it down because I looked it up. See, I look all these things up in this video. The only bit of the video I haven't looked up is the bit you bloody showed today. Jeez.
In a way, that's a good thing because it's
It
kind
was a
of
good thing.
it's organic.
Yes, I loved it. Apologies for derailing it too often.
It's fine.
But I just
You didn't derail.
if I don't
like,
understand, I need to know.
to be clear, I think you're too harsh on yourself. You didn't derail like insanely. I think all of us kind of was about equal in like where we chime in. Like we're like, what the fuck? Or like, and we have something that we feel like we got to say. That's normal.
I'll take that as a win. You didn't derail insanely.
Well, all of us. My point is, all of us derailed. But the way you word it, it's like you were like a big problem. You didn't
I think I was.
You didn't derail more than anyone else. Is my point.
So transcendence, I wrote it down. Definition: Cambridge Dictionary: experience that goes past normal limits, or the ability to achieve this. That's all it means.
So basically, anything that's paranormal in nature,
It doesn't have to be paranormal, just past normal.
isn't that
For
what
example,
paranormal means?
Well, I suppose if you've got normal dude running down the road, and you've got Usain Bolt running down the road, Usain Bolt would be transcendental compared to the other guy, wouldn't he? Because
Okay.
he'd be past normal limits, wouldn't he? That's
Gotcha.
that's the basics of it, I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
Naturalism, for example, doesn't exclude non-natural. It includes the paranormal, but it just treats it differently because it's not natural. That's naturalism. Yeah. Yeah, I loads of fucking stuff. Yeah. Great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this because I didn't have a clue. I was completely lost with most of that.
It was
It's
fun.
worth the problem.
It's
It's
also
worth
good, and for me, I think that it's useful because I was forced to steelman a position I don't hold, and that allows you to see things from a different perspective. Now, I obviously don't agree with it and didn't agree with it even in the beginning, but like, it's still interesting, and it also allows you to attack it from a different angle once you're done.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, sure. Yeah, God, I lots of it. Tons. Yeah, there's different parts of the video, so there's no real point in that. So somebody bring up something else, and we'll talk about tits or something.
Yeah. I think I'll just do this every once in a while, not every week, because it doesn't seem to be a very popular thing. Not that popularity is that important, but I don't want to lose everyone.
It's not that big a thing. The thing is, there are a lot of YouTube people going around who are doing your God doesn't exist. Come and debate me. You know, there are plenty of those, and there are plenty of the people who sit there and they watch videos about theists and they debunk the theists using logic, blah blah. And there are plenty of them. That's the thing. Like, so a discussion like this is not going to get you 1 million fucking subscribers or whatever. It's not going to happen.
But for us, it's fun.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I fucking love it. Yeah.
So, like I said, I want to continue this. It just won't be like every week. It'll just be spread out.
I'll keep my notes in. Now you're fucked.
Awesome.
I'll let you know before I decide to do it, and then like what the general topic will be, or it'll probably be a name. Like, we're going to discuss theism from the perspective of insert name here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind at all. You know, I'm okay at seeing where it's. No, that's not right. That's not. You know, that's about my limit. I don't do this.
I haven't.
I can do
JT's channel, but he's got about 50 Christian videos, so we should do a ransacking of JT.
I'm not going to do that because he'll take that as an attack, and it'll be like a personal thing.
Yeah.
You can do that. I don't like to attack people personally, and if it's you know, like Neil deGrasse Tyson for atheists or whatever, that's a person that does it for a living and they're already in the public eye. Like, that to me is who I should be going after.
Yeah. Or there are a few of those. Yeah.
And unless someone is here and we're discussing it and it's more a discussion, not like a, dude, that's fucking stupid. Like, I try not to do that.
I try not to do it. Sometimes I can't help it because it is.
Yeah, I know.
And sometimes I am.
Yeah. We all are.
For a math guy, I can be a bit of a twat. I mean, if I do my own thing, like, I'm fine with it. You know, I can do it particularly well. Obviously, not as good as I used to, but there are lots of things about this kind of stuff. There's semantics and this and how you use the word, what the word you use makes a big difference. That's why I picked up on the reason and the explanation, because I was trying to be Mr. Smug. Oh, look what I found out, you know. So that's what I do, because I don't know. So
there's the thing with semantics.
I'm not a writer, basically.
Right, but the thing with semantics is semantics isn't just one thing. There's semantics of a person uses a word incorrectly. That's important.
Yeah.
But then there's semantics of, like, a person uses a word and it's like for all intents and purposes exactly what was implied by using that word, but there's like a slight like the word happy and joy. Like, no, you shouldn't have used that word. Joy is more appropriate. Like you're getting bogged down into shit that's not
pedantic.
necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pedantic. Yeah. I try to avoid that, but you can't say that semantics aren't important because
I mean,
it very much is.
I've done published and things like that, but it's a different thing altogether. You're doing it for a specifically narrow field, and this is what, and you're doing it for an audience that understands your specific narrow field. I don't understand this because it's all words and psychology and philosophy and what the fuck. I couldn't even spell psychology off the top of my fucking head, So I learn a lot.
Right.
I love it. It's great. And I'm not scared to be wrong. I just never am.
Yeah. It's a problem I have too, Mal.
Yeah. No, argue me all you like. Just know you're wrong.
I'm the opposite. I find something I'm wrong about like every day.
All the time.
At least every day.
All the time.
And I always get mad.
Because that's how you learn.
But here's the thing with people. I've seen it in chat. People, you're fucking stupid and all this, and blah blah. You fucking think, oh, what a bloody idiot. Blah blah blah. Now, my attitude to that is, as soon as you say that, you stop learning, because we can all learn off everybody else. But as soon as you call somebody fucking stupid, you stop listening, because there's no point. Why would you listen to somebody who's stupid?
It's true, but I will push back a little. If that's a general thing, I agree with you. But there are times when someone simply is stupid, and it's not. There's nothing wrong with going, "Hey, like my time is valuable, and I'm not going to burn up my time with a person that's not going, or at least let's put it this way: I'm not going to say is not going to, has a very low chance of ever teaching me anything." Like it's about probability.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. I was going the other way. Yeah, for sure.
What do you mean?
I can't get them to learn.
Oh yeah.
It's hard work.
It can happen.
They go around in circles, or they get stuck in a loop. Make our gates great again.
I think the problem is that it's not necessarily predicated on a belief that the person is stupid. People don't just, this is obvious as fuck, but people don't just say you're stupid because they think you're stupid. They say you're stupid to insult you because they don't like you.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's problematic as well, because for me personally, I can usually garner what they actually think based on how they set up their sentence structure and shit, and the precise moment that they use the word stupid. And you can tell that it's an emotional reaction rather than a belief that they hold.
Yeah, it's a knee jerk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you're stupid because you said something I don't like.
Yeah, yeah. You don't agree with.
So it becomes problematic because that's what we do with language. We use stupid for two different things. And so it's ambiguous. So it's like you have to dig in the weeds to find out how they meant it, because you can't just ask people. Most people are liars, or at least most people will lie a decent amount of the time.
I'll be honest with you. Well, to be honest, yeah. Well, what were you talking about before that? If you're going to be honest now, what the fuck was all that shit about?
I use that too, but I think the reason when the reason why I'm doing it is because I believe it's me looking into the future. I believe I'm about to say something that people will find hard to believe. So I say to be honest, to preface it, I guess, and make you go, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I'm just being truthful here. This is what I actually think.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm more of the oh good God, that kind of person. Doesn't mean I believe in God. I just said it.
Yeah, it's just a figure of speech. It's to convey emotion. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine. See how much I've learned today now. I've been in fucking school. I love it. How many times have I been corrected today?
I don't know. I can't keep track.
44? No, I couldn't keep track either.
It's somewhere. It's between 18,759,000
and infinite.
That's what I was gonna say.
I know. Infinity. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I think Audie's gone quiet, did he? And Gadwin didn't come.
I think Gadwin doesn't like this topic. I think he doesn't like to get involved.
Right. His family are very. They seem to be anyway. So
I can't pretend to know why. There's all sorts of possibilities of why that might be the case. I just think that for whatever reason he doesn't like discussing it.
All right. Okay. Well, we do something else then.
But I'm not going to automatically. It gets on my nerves when people do this. They assume the intent for what you did. Like I'll be like, "This has happened to me," and I'm very serious, and I'm like, "Dude, all I ask, don't touch me. I don't like being touched. I have a personal thing." And then they go, "Your uncle touched you." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, don't assume that some fucking crazy shit. Like, you know how many possibilities can lead you toward the conclusion of I don't like being touched? There's like an almost infinite possibility of things that would make you think that.
Very true.
And so I don't like it when people automatically jump. That's just one example, but it applies to most things. I don't like it when I say something and someone's like, "Oh yeah, that means that you did this, right?" No, that's not what that means.
That was your cousin. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Taking that example that you just mentioned about touching, we have a snooker on the TV and things like that, and we have this guy called Rob Walker, and he's hyper, he bouncing around. Oh, and I love it, and he's interviewing people, and he's bouncing around. And how do you feel about this? And he's just one of those people. Like I think I could probably tolerate him for about 12 seconds. Right? He's not a bad guy, right? He's just hyper, right? But he loves to touch people. So people call him Rob Stalker. And it's just so funny. It's just like, Rob.
Those are the type of people that, like, in my younger years, I got in a lot of fights with. And now I feel partly bad and partly not.
Yeah.
Like, the part of me that doesn't feel bad is that these are my boundaries. And, like, I have the right to those boundaries. The part that does is it's not their fault that they're like, whatever the fuck makes them like that.
I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is.
The kind of people they are. They're very hyper. They bounce around the place.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Always excited. Always. And they're interviewing these snooker players. And you just have to touch them. And what the fuck are you doing?
And then I have to be the asshole and go, "Don't fucking touch me."
Yeah,
when I should be able to do that in a polite way before you touch me. But if you're that kind of person, I don't get a chance to because you're like that.
No, you
so
don't.
It's like, do we really have to find out like this?
Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to headbutt the guy on television, do you?
No. I would though. If
I can't be honest. If I was about 20, I would.
If I told him specifically, like at first I would get angry and say, "Don't fucking touch me," even if it was televised.
Yeah.
And then if he stops, I'd be fine. I would pull myself back and go, like, "I'm sure he didn't mean anything," or whatever. But if he continued, I don't give a fuck if it's televised or not. I'm going to prison. Like,
yeah, it's just just get away. Yeah,
I can't help it. It's like it's an automatic switch.
I'd rather be touched by the gay person than the hyper guy. That's the fact.
I don't know if I'd go that far. That's funny.
It's a different thing. The hyper guy just, boy, it's like they have to be.
Is it that like I'm trying to understand specifically what makes it worse? Is it the fact that you can't predict what they're doing?
Yes. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can partly predict, the gay guy, especially the the one with the high heels and the bouffant hair and the ones.
Mm-hmm.
They have a chihuahua. I don't want to stereotype it a bit. I'd be more accepting of that because that's who they are, and you kind of half expect it,
That's true. I agree with you. A lot of what makes you offended or disturbed is what you can't predict. It's something that you don't like. It's an unknown variable that you can't.
Yeah, I never like that. I don't like surprises for the
I
similar
agree.
reason. You know, it's not my
I'm very
thing.
much the same.
Don't do surprises.
I don't like
Not
them
very-
because of the way my brain works. It's not always a good thing. My brain is so stuck in like contingencies of trying to plan out the best move for everything
Oh,
Yeah.
that like if you introduce a variable that I can't plan for, it
Yeah.
fucks my brain up. I'm like, it makes me so anxious. I can't
Oh,
deal
you
with
mentioned contingency at the start
no,
of the
like-
William Lane Blake thing, and we never got into it really. I'm
it. Well,
glad.
I
'cause
thought we
that's a
discussed it
fucking-
last week.
Oh,
Did we?
yeah, it's one of my most annoying arguments to deal with, hey, because you basically go back to was the universe here forever? Blah, 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 not
I
really
think
any
that the
crap.
contingency argument is legit all the way up until the end. That the whole argument in the beginning doesn't have anything to do with God at all.
No,
It's
all
literally just
contingent on the
drawing.
thing prior, right?
Yes. And so that they're essentially the
Yes,
end
you
point
need to know
is
what happened at the start.
Special pleading.
the end point is that therefore there must be, and I used the wrong words and you pointed that out, but I think I called it the uncaused cause, but that's not the right way to word it. But the thing that is not contingent upon anything else, there must be, otherwise there's an infinite regress. And I think most everyone agrees with that.
Yeah,
Then-
except for me, because I think everything existed all the time.
Special-
Exactly, but that
timeless thing.
exactly,
Yeah,
but then you're agreeing with it up until that point because that's what that's describing. That
Special
there is
pleading,
no
that's
point
all
at
it
the
is.
start, though, so I'm not
Special-
agreeing.
well,
Special pleading.
they're not claiming that there was a start.
They are.
All they're
From
saying
God.
is that there has, well, in the end, yes, but I'm saying up until the point I
At the
just got to.
start.
But where I got to, the point that I got to,
all
all
good.
they're claiming is the same thing that an atheist would claim, is that everything that we can observe, everything that we reasonably can think is true, that we have any observation of so far, leads us to think of like, cause and effect, and every effect must have a cause. And in the end, all they're saying is that cannot go on forever. So
I
therefore,
disagree.
well, when you say the universe is infinite in some form, you're agreeing
No,
with
no,
them
it could be
because,
cyclic.
but that is the same thing. It still
A
keeps going and
circle
keeps
has
going
no
and keeps going.
beginning,
And
and a curved space universe could be a cycle.
you're right, but
like a
every
circle.
single example you just said says the exact same thing. That it gets rid of the problem of an infinite regress, and that's all they're doing is saying that an infinite regress is logically problematic. So, like I said, I agree. At the very end point, when they reach God, they've made a huge fucking mistake. But up until they insert God, they're not wrong.
No, but then they go for the special pleading.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's the William Lane Craig argument.
Where?
That's the basics of it. Special pleading.
Which argument?
William claims that video you just watched.
I don't know if there was special pleading in there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Without a
Where?
doubt. Yeah, you definitely go to the whole thing. If you club it all together, it's special pleading.
So that is when someone applies a general rule to others but claims an unjustified exemption for themselves or a specific situation. Now, I would agree that the contingency argument is special
is it.
pleading, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the one we just went over today.
Oh, no, that is his whole argument is special pleading.
For the contingency argument, yes.
Yeah.
I
For
agree.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree. I was making sure we were on the same page.
Yay! That's
Sometimes
two
we'll be-
wins.
so,
Fucking hell, I'm doing well.
it's not that uncommon that like I'll think that we're talking about the same thing and then we continue and then I get so confused because it turns out I was thinking of something different and we were talking past each other the whole time.
Oh, it's probably me a misunderstanding because I'm fucking thick. Who cares, you know?
No, it's not.
that's why I live.
It's not a misunderstanding. It's you have something that you're talking about, and I think you're talking about something else, or I have a completely different thing I'm talking about, and we both think that we're on the same page. Like no one's made a mistake there. It's just we're talking about different things.
So we straw manning each other, and we both agree.
Well, we're unintentionally. I don't know. Hold on, we're getting into semantics again. So the question is it possible to unintentionally straw man someone, or do you have to have intent for it to be a straw man?
No, I think straw man is
it possible?
Very often unintentional.
So you can straw man someone without meaning to.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't understand
I
construction and logic.
Right. I completely agree. It's obvious that people can misunderstand your point of view and be wrong about what they're trying to debate. But the question is that a straw man, or does a straw man require that it be intentional? Okay. That I don't know. I don't know either.
I don't know. I suppose logically it doesn't matter either way. It's just
it doesn't matter that like
I don't know. No?
Yeah.
I just think it's just a straw man, whether you mean it or not.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm guessing. Yeah.
You might be right. It's just one of those things I'm hung up on.
Yeah. I like things like that. Yeah. Usually fucks my head up, and then I go, fuck it.
Well, to be fair, I think I could find out in like 5 seconds by Googling it.
Yeah, probably.
Can a straw man
It'd be nice to know.
Be made without, unintentionally? Yes, a straw man fallacy can be made unintentionally. There we go.
Oh, there you go. That was odd.
Goes into genuine misunderstanding, oversimplification, assumption/bias. All of them are straw men.
I mean, I suppose if you're having a conversation with some rando and none of the two of you do semantics, logic, sentence construction, premise, conclusion, then you're going to get that all the time anyway. Yeah. Because it's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's just an argument.
Yeah. Well, what this does change, knowing that now, is that now people can't really use straw man as a means to try to describe intent, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's intentional.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Exactly. Yeah, so when people try to use it to like say you're an idiot or like you're a piece of shit or something, or evil because of the straw man, that's not necessarily true, because they may have unintentionally fucking did it.
So they are wrong then.
Yes, and that's why I want to learn the little details about what this shit means.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yep. Well, it started with my own like curiosity. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's the only good thing about being wrong is you get to learn stuff, innit?
Except that you don't ever get to learn because you're never wrong.
Oh, I don't get to learn. I just make the presumption. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to roll very soon, but I want to cover something before I forget.
Good.
Monday, I start a new job, and the job is very early compared to what I'm used to. It's like fucking 4:30 or so a.m. So it's going to change my sleep schedule, and I'm not going to be, it's almost impossible for me to keep. I can't keep what this is because I have to be asleep before I even do this normally at my normal time. So I'm going to have to change it. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. I'm waiting on my schedule. Once I find out exactly what it looks like, I might just be changing. I'm keeping the day and changing the hours. I might be changing both. I don't know yet, but just so you know, something's going to change for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a good brother. I started work this week, man, and I may have to work Saturdays. This is Saturday for me. So yeah, I may only be in text for a little bit, but they have to pay me double time on Saturday, so they're probably not going to like it.
Hell yeah.
They'll probably say no weekends shortly, but
all right. It's all good either way. For me personally, like I'm just relieved because I was starting to get scared. I was starting to get worried. Yeah. I'm like, fuck, dude, nothing anywhere.
Yeah, you did say before.
And it's probably going to get worse. So I'm kind of really lucky. I feel lucky that I got it now. Hopefully nothing bad happens because it's only going to get worse with Trump's stupid ass.
That's just, well, just, you know, if you take your headphones off, perhaps he can lay his hands on you. It'll all work out. Just believe in him.
Not
Man,
Jesus.
we go through about 1,000 liters of diesel a day at my job. So, yeah.
He's got a woman. Does he still have this woman, Paula White? As is like when he's giving a speech and she's doing all the religious stuff for him.
I haven't looked into that one.
And saying how great he is.
I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it. Like I've seen videos on it. I can't get through it because the moment I start, it's the whole laying on. I'm like, fuck this. This is retarded.
No, he's standing behind him. She was speaking to the audience in the White House, explaining like Jesus did this and so did Donald, and this happened and that happened, and it happened the same with Donald, and she's one of these evangelists, you know? So you know what they're like.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was if it wasn't so scary, it would have been fucking hilarious.
Is it a technical position? Is it an actual job title?
Yeah, she's one of his religious advisor types.
That shouldn't be a fucking thing. Jesus Christ.
No, that's what she said. He agreed.
It took me a moment.
You've been paying any attention to as well in the chat? He should fucking write the Monty Python with the shit he says. It's fucking hilarious, some of it. Out of the blue silliness. I love it.
No, I
with
don't
a
know.
passion.
Good stuff. I'll have to, whenever I do a playback, because sometimes I'll watch parts of it, I'll have to look and see.
I do. When you get to my bits, just turn the sound off.
That way I can concentrate because your damn voice makes my deck hard.
Yeah. See, that's the disadvantage you got of being American. If you're Welsh, your dick would all be hard.
Well, do you know how hard it is? Like, I'm already in a position to where I have to defend a position I don't even believe in. I'm the only person here that's willing to even attempt to keep it to where, like, dude, well,
I don't
hold
think
on, you're attacking that like unfairly.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're making my dick hard because your voice is hot.
And you're trying to fast at the same time, man. It's not easy, is it?
That's true.
I don't.
There's a reason our cameras are off, mate. No.
I think I was right at the start of it, where you were more in control of what we said and whether we said it correctly than you were of defending his position.
It was more, I was trying to make sure that you wasn't like either unintentionally, like we just went over this. I just fucked up already. You can unintentionally straw man. So I was trying to make sure that you weren't straw manning his position.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Not getting all emotional about it and screaming and shouting and stuff. Oh, this is bollocks. And
well, to be fair, you can straw man with being calm as fuck. Like, I mean, it can still happen.
I think you were more in control of that side of it rather than defending his position.
About midway, I completely dissolved and went away. I couldn't hold it anymore. Like, I tried. Like, about halfway through, I was like, I can't fucking do this shit.
See, sometimes you can talk so much shit I can confuse the fuck out of it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't think I was like talking shit. I don't think I was lying to defend him. I believed what I said when I was disagreeing. It's just that I was also, yes, but I believed what I was saying, but I was holding back my disagreements with what he was saying.
Yeah, I think
that is what
argument, not him.
I wasn't defending the argument. Okay, sort of. I was defending that the argument wasn't clearly demonstrably incorrect.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's what I was doing. Not saying that it was true.
Yeah. No. Whereas, my arguments were all over the place because I don't do that kind of thing. Although I was still right. He just talks bollocks and that's the end of it.
Bollocks.
But I thank you for that. I enjoyed that.
I think it was fun, and I like to do new.
I tried to make it fun anyway. But I don't want to get all serious about that shit because we all know this, that, and the other, about it. So, what you get all serious about it gets boring. It's very technical. oh, let's discuss what the meaning of this word means. And it just goes to, I've seen these streams where they go, no, that word is not what you meant it to be. I'll go and look up the Judean dictionary from circa 200. And I'll tell you what it means. What the fuck? And then they argue about that for about 5 minutes. And you're going, is this part of the argument here or what? No?
Yeah.
Just guess.
Zach, I was not referring to you when I brought up straw man. I was talking to Mal. Well, I was actually referring to both. My goal was to try to make sure that no one on the opposing side was straw manning the position.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
And I do think that happened in the beginning.
I think you managed. Yeah.
I love that every 10 seconds we had a 3-minute argument or conversation.
I knew that was going to happen because I've been around the block. I've done this for a while, and I do the exact fucking same thing because it's impossible to hold your fucking mouth shut because it's like, what the fuck did that motherfucker just say? Like, I can't let him get away with that shit. That's like getting away with murder. I can't fucking hold my mouth shut, dude. Like, I understand completely.
I'm quite vocal anyway.
Right.
I tend to, if I'm sitting there thinking, I will do. Wait a minute. I got this in my head, and it has to get out now because if it doesn't, 20 seconds later you'll go, so what were you talking about, Mal? I go, I'm going to fucking clue.
That's my problem, and that's why I interrupt when I do, is because I'm trying to listen. I'm not very good at it because if there's something in my head and I'm holding it, I can't do both. I can't listen to you, so it's sort of rude anyway that I'm waiting because I'm not listening to you, or at least not well. So I'm like, I've got to get this shit out because I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, I think on my side of it, it's a lack of practice.
Right.
I think to be fair, on your side, probably because you're nuts. But yeah, you're American. What can I say?
That's true.
I'm on my side. It's lack of experience, a lack of lack of experience, lack of ability and practice in that sort of thing. I've been out of practice of talking to people for years now. So
yeah. I'm the same. This is like my entire social interaction. I don't like people usually.
This is mine once a week on a Friday. So
yep.
I try and make it fun.
Yeah. Well, you learn and get better, and then it makes you. It's growth.
Yeah.
For all of us.
You want to quickly explain the concept of straw man as well? You'll do it better than me.
This is going to be butchered, but it's in my own words. It's essentially when you take someone else's position. You don't have to do so on purpose, as we just found out, but you take it and change their argument to make it easier to defeat. That's why it's called straw man, because like the straw man is like for scarecrows, it's a fake version of the real thing. That's what a straw man is. That's why it's called that, because you're like making a fake version of their argument.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can describe it. The
side of the thing is steel manning as well, where you take the argument and you strengthen it for the person.
Well, you make it identical to their own argument so that they themselves will accept it. Yes.
Awesome.
Unless
I might leave it there, fellas. I've got to finish cooking bacon for.
Yep, I've got to roll too.
3:48 here in the morning, and I'll be in town at 7.
Oh shit!
Damn,
awesome.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Enjoy your dentist, brother. Oh no, you hate a dentist there.
No, I had
I've got a dentist. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Either way, I will catch you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side, guys.
All right, I'll try to keep you posted on when it's going to be next week. I don't know yet.
I will keep my notes. It would be a very shorter version next time.
All right, all good.
I'll know what I'm talking about. You take care.
See you guys.
Take care, peeps.
See you, mate.
See you guys.